I look like an old fat man, but you know.
There you go.
Have you ever seen the movie Orgasmo? It's about this. They're making fun of Mormons.
Uh-uh. No.
Oh, it's
Sounds familiar, but I
funny.
don't think I've seen it.
No, I
It,
haven't.
it was it was created by the South Park people,
Mm-hmm.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't seen it. No. All right. There we go.
That reminds me, I just watched the Al Gore episode.
There you
Have you ever seen the movie
go. Oh,
Orgasmo? It's
somebody's got
about
YouTube
the
playing in the background.
fun of Mormons.
You got to pause YouTube. No. Pause. Let's put YouTube on pause. In fact, I got to bring YouTube up on my end too.
All right, brought this back up.
Yeah,
My
I just
Internet
have
Explorer was up.
Facebook and Google Plus up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the link thingy is going to be a pain in the ass this time. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. Go out here to the YouTube page and put it on pause. And there we go. Alrighty.
Well, here, got it.
I already got somebody. Uran Tusalin, or however you pronounce it, says Canada is preparing for an alien invasion. Which I know one of their ex-prime ministers or ex-defense ministers or something. He's been talking a lot about ET, and you know, and some of the stuff that he's heard and seen in military circles and government circles.
I have to tell you that I've seen the garbage can. I think it was the first drone back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It was a garbage can unit, and I'm north of Las Vegas, looking south, and this black thing. It looked like a black garbage can hanging in the air, probably 100 feet up or 200 feet up. And I'm looking at that thing, and I'm going, and it's sitting there. It looks like you can see it turning slowly, as if it's doing an observation around.
A sweep,
And,
yeah, like it's doing a sweep.
and some other people have spotted this and call it the garbage can. That's why I adapted it to. I just knew it was cylinder shaped and it was black, and it looked like it had an opening on it where a camera was on it. But this is like in the 1990s, and it was hovering on its own. And you know how it is up there. That's where Area 51 and S4 is. The bases are. For
Gotta make,
yes.
It's got to make you wonder who the hell's spying on who. You know?
That's why I wonder, is it the
Still
aliens
fun.
doing observations or what? I mean, this is just
Who's
after the
spying on
Luxor. Yeah, it's after the Luxor casino was built, the big black pyramid. You know, Luxor's the Valley of Death or whatever, isn't it? I never went in that place. I think I just didn't want to go in a place that's called Death. I mean, Luxor.
Yeah, imagine calling it the Valley of Death would kind of hurt tourism just a little bit, you know.
But they called it Luxor, so you didn't know that unless you knew Egyptian or something.
When I was 23, I was coming out of Rite Aid, and I saw this black UFO. It was massive. It was shaped like a triangle. And I saw the bottom of it, and the first point of the triangle UFO had a red light. Each end had a red light, and underneath of it, it had a diamond-shaped red light, and it was just hovering. And it was during the daytime. I was having a cigarette. I just had bought a Pepsi and pack of smokes. I looked over there. I'm like, this is weird. It didn't have any wings or anything. It was just
a big diamond or a big triangle. Now, see, that's what we saw. A bunch of us was on a joyride during the middle of the night, and you know, there was just like this huge, massive triangle, and it was so big that I could actually make out some of the detail on it. It didn't have bright lights on the bottom of it, though. But we all saw it. Everybody in the car saw it. There was 6 of us in that old Ford Galaxy, and we all saw the damn thing. And it followed us after we got back in the car and started going again. It followed us for a while, and then it made one of them damn right 90-degree angle turns, and it was gone, you know.
Vaughn, that's what it happened. It didn't happen like that, but with me. But as it was hovering, I was reaching in to get my cell phone so I could take a picture of it. Then right when I took the cell phone out, like to flip it open, that thing just like took off, and then
my wife was watching a UFO on the front porch right here, and she hollers for me, and I go out there and I look at it, and I was like, holy shit, that's a UFO. Let me go in and get my camera. As soon as I said, let me go in and get my camera, that sucker was gone, you know. It's like, damn, fuckers must have heard me or something. As it took off like a bat out of hell as soon as I said that.
Not only that, but when people were hearing that strange metallic noise, and there was people saying it's coming from the ground, it was coming from the sky, because I was outside, and it almost sounded like this metallic.
It was like a grind,
like
metallic grinding type noise.
It was like a big metallic grinding wood chip.
Well, now, see, I heard it, my daughter heard it, and my cat heard it, so I know I didn't imagine it, okay?
I heard it too.
And the wife says she heard it too. But,
like, I thought, you know, it was, you know, a big, thing going down the river. So I thought, we got to go in, I never saw one.
And they said it was from the ground. It wasn't from the ground. It was from
it ain't from the ground, it's from the sky. I think it's an invisible UFO.
Do you think it was
it could be a cloaked UFO. I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
And it's still going on.
I think that Hurricane Katrina and I think Hurricane Irene, the two hurricanes that happened, I think with all this weather stuff is from HAARP. Like that big old antenna that they heat up with electricity, put it up in the sky, and then bring it back down to the ground. I think that's what's causing all this stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of strange because, you know, one of the hurricanes, I think it was Irene or whatever, it was out in the Atlantic. It had a big number 2 in the middle, and it was obvious there was a number in the middle of the hurricane, and it was a number, and it was 2, a number 2, and they're like going, well, that's just so obvious, and there was a suspicious observer on YouTube that pointed that out at first, and then I looked at it and go, yeah, there is a number in the middle of that hurricane.
Well, you had Katrina, which was number 1, and then you had Irene, which was number 2.
Yeah.
And see, with Hurricane Katrina, when that happened, there was the military and police that went in there and confiscated people's guns. Like, there was people that were on boats helping people out that had, like, law-abiding citizens, stopping looters and helping people out to get to safety. And
that was a test run. That was a test run to see if Americans would give up their guns, and unfortunately, they capitulated. It was a test. It was a test. I guarantee you it was a test. See if Americans would really give up their guns, and unfortunately, they did.
Vaughn, with you would use as much ammunition as you can before giving up your guns.
If they want my guns, they can have
from your dead hands.
They can have the bullets first.
They would have to pry it from your dead hands.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would indeed.
And with the AR-15, that's actually a sporting hunting rifle. You can hunt deer with it. You can hunt moose with it. You can go to the range with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, a lot of people have a misconception about the AR-15. They think that the AR-15 is fully auto. It's not. It's semi-auto.
Well, they call every rifle an assault weapon. Well, a baseball bat is an assault weapon.
Yeah, a baseball bat is an actual assault weapon.
If you come up to
pick an axe is an assault weapon. I mean, give me a break. Everything.
Come on, if somebody comes up to you with a shovel and smacks somebody in the head with a shovel, that right there is an assault weapon.
That is an assault weapon.
Anytime you're
right, assault.
Anytime even if you punch somebody, with your fist, that right there is an assault.
The problem is it looks scary because it looks quote unquote military.
Right.
And that's the problem. it has nothing to do with anything else. It's all about looks and perception.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well,
So,
if the people that really need to study guns that say AR-15 is a bad weapon, hell, look at the Grant, the bolt-action Grant rifle that we used in the Second World War. That the ammunition and the round that comes from that can do a hell of a lot more damage than an AR-15.
well, it depends on what an AR-15's chambered in too. If it's 223, you've got some hellish range. If it's in 308, you got some range, but you got you got a little bit of ass behind it. So, I mean, it depends on what it's chambered in too.
Mm-hmm.
So, that needs to be taken into account.
223-556.
Vaughn, I was telling Spellbinder that if I ever ran for president, got in, I told him I'd get rid of the Federal Reserve. I would have Bibles back in the school. That would be that would be history class. Studying the Bible, you would have to say the Pledge of Allegiance and the Star Spangled Banner, beginning of school.
Mm-hmm. Just like it was when I was growing up.
Go back, get rid of the big banks. Just have small banks in the towns, so you can go to the bank, go back to the gold and silver standard, take your silver or gold certificate, get your gold. And for the NFL players, they would be making $40,000 a year. The people in the military would be making $90,000 a year.
Yeah,
and I would have like all these people that have been in Congress for like 20, 40, 50 years, get rid of all of them. It would be like jury duty. Person have to go in there, give up, like go to Washington for a week, do their time, come back.
Yeah, make the lobbyists go to them and not them being in a place where all the lobbyists can find them more easily.
And Vaughn, I would have you as my Secretary of State. And I would have somebody else as my VP.
Yeah, I can actually do more, believe it or not, as a Secretary of State than I can as a VP, believe it or not. I can actually accomplish a lot more.
And you, as my Secretary of State, I would have you getting rid of every single person that has ties with Rockefeller. Get them the hell out of the Washington.
Get rid of lobbyists, foreign lobbyists altogether.
No foreign lobbyists. Any foreigner that has American soil, they would be reimbursed and told to nicely, but they would be told to vacate the premises. Here's your money back. Goodbye. See ya.
And we wouldn't go over to any other countries.
No.
We wouldn't be promised anything like that. We would get rid of the UN.
Yeah. Well, the UN's a foreign power. It's not supposed to be on American soil in the first damn place.
We'll get rid of that, and if we do keep it, get rid of every single buddy that's part of it that has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood and Muslim ties.
Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, those are all unconstitutional. They're going bye-bye. Federal Reserve, IRS, those are unconstitutional. They're going bye-bye. Anything
International Monetary Fund.
International Monetary Fund, right? Yeah.
Vaughn, my first executive order would be every single registered child molester be put to death. Hang them out in the street.
Yeah. Yeah. People on death row would get 3 appeals, that's all. And because, we got DNA evidence now that can be used. You would get another...
Yeah, but the DNA backlog is so bad, that's the problem.
Well, that's why I said you get 3.
Well, here's the thing.
3 appeals.
But
I would also have...
By the time one appeal goes through, you know what I mean?
I would also have 2 people over there. If somebody's accusing somebody else of something, I would have both the supposedly victim and the perp take a lie detector test.
Yeah, there you go. What'd you say, Earl? I couldn't hear you. What?
it takes so long for them to test DNA, which I
Mhm.
don't understand why.
I don't either.
Uh,
Why does it take so long?
you
It
know, I guess these guys got nothing better to do besides jack off all day, and then maybe they'll test one or two kits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think these laboratories need to be held.
It shouldn't take long. But that's why I said 3. That's why I said you get 3 appeals. You get 3 appeals, and if you can't prove your case on 3 appeals, I'm sorry, dude, you get the chair.
Why? But there's a guy. There's a guy that
That's another thing that I was gonna say. Bring back old Sparky.
Yeah.
None of this
Sparky would definitely come
lethal
back.
injection, because if you're going out and committing a heinous crime and torturing people, you do not deserve a
Mm-hmm. That's
friendly
right.
death. No, you deserve. Hell, I think that whatever you did to somebody commit the crime, that's what you deserve.
Yeah. Eye for an eye. Huh? That's just noises from the temperature change and stuff. That's all. That's all it is. Hi, Candy. How you doing, dear?
Her mic's off.
You got to unmute, dear.
There it is. Welcome aboard.
Yep. What's happening, Candy? Candy is a friend of mine from Blog TV. I don't know if she necessarily agrees with my political and eschatology.
Mic's off again.
Is that Candy Ring?
Candy Ring,
2
yeah.
hours today.
Yeah, the wife says hi, Candy, when you get your mic working. Google has a slight learning curve to it, but you'll figure it out. It's not that bad. It's not that
My mic works perfectly fine. I just muted it.
Oh, okay. Jump in anytime, Candy.
Vaughn, I was telling Spellbinder before we came back in the room. It's this
Mhm.
when I told him that my ancestors from going back were lords over in England. They were the Bone Lords. They had their own castle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm related to the original family, the royal family of Denmark.
Oh, cool.
Related to the Robert the Bruce of Scotland, the King of Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
and John Adams. So if I had the money, I could run because I have like royal ties,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't take any of the Rockefeller money. I would tell them to shove it up their ass.
Well, it's all
I'm not
fiat
going to take
money.
blood money.
Yeah, it's blood money. It's fiat money. It's no good. Everybody's
Not
all.
only that, but some of the Rockefellers made money off the death of the Jews.
That's right. They did. Well, they funded
The silver and the gold.
all sides.
Because they would take the gold, they would take silver out of the teeth, out of somebody's mouth, and take the silver and keep the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it.
Look what they did to like Napoleon. They promised Napoleon Bonaparte
Correct.
uniforms and everything. They had him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they fund when there was a major war, especially World War I and World War II. They funded both sides, man. They funded everybody, and then that way they win money no matter what's going on. And that's how they roll, man. That's how they did that shit.
They got Stalin in.
They supported
the
Stalin.
Rockefellers got Stalin in. They caused the death of the czars to leave and get killed from.
That's right. Well,
Russia.
the czars didn't want to play with Rockefeller and Rothschild. They didn't want to play ball with them, and so they had the czars eliminated. Yeah, absolutely, they did. I absolutely believe that.
Hell, Rasputin. With Rasputin, they stabbed him, hanged him, threw him down a well, then burnt him, and
Look at King Ferdinand.
They tried to kill Rasputin like 9 freaking times.
Mm-hmm. The King Ferdinand of Bavaria. Bavaria didn't want to join the German Union, and so they tried accusing him of being a homosexual because he wouldn't marry the woman they wanted him to marry, and that didn't fly. So then they made it out like he was sick, flew him up to the Bavarian Alps, and then they had somebody kill him up there. An expert swimmer, but he drowned in water. Yeah, right. He was an expert swimmer. He was an athlete, and but yet he drowns. Yeah, they got him out of the way. They wanted to unify Germany.
Well, that'd be like someone like me that was got medals and everything from being a swimmer from 8th grade in school all the way up till 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
With me, I know how to do I did the 400-meter freestyle where you had to do 4 laps to the shallow end, then 4 back to the deep end,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. Now, if you're trained in that every day for like 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
even with the pants on, so you can learn how to tread water,
Mm-hmm.
it takes a strong current for an expert swimmer to drown.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or somebody forcing them underwater.
Well, if you look at pictures of the King of Bavaria, man, I mean, this dude is buff as fuck. He was an athlete, expert swimmer. You know, he was a fucking rock, you know. And but yet he drowns in shallow water. Yeah, right. They eliminated his ass because he did.
In shallow water, like swimmers
You
like
wanted
me,
Bavaria?
we're trained to hold our breath. Swimmers like me, we're trained to hold our breath for at least 2 minutes underwater.
Right. Right. See, he didn't want to play ball with von Hindenburg and all them cats when they wanted to unify Germany. He wanted Bavaria to remain separate and to be its own country still. You know, and so they accused him of stealing money out of the royal coffers. They accused him of being a homosexual. They accused him of just everything you could think of. And when none of that worked, then they made out like he was sick, flew him up to the Bavarian Alps, and had his ass killed. I absolutely believe that. But he was not a homosexual. He didn't want the arranged marriage. He did not want to marry this chick. He did not. And out of his own mouth, he said, "I do not know this woman. I do not love this woman, and I'm not marrying this woman." And you know, which makes totally perfect sense. You know, and so because he didn't marry the woman they wanted him to marry, then they started floating this idea, oh, he must be a homosexual. And it was all bullshit.
And not only that, but if you look at some of the videos of Hitler was bisexual. Hitler was looking at some of his generals.
Mm-hmm.
And when Hitler was doing speeches, he literally got off doing speeches.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hitler was a very charismatic individual. And when he did his speeches, he put a lot of energy into it. And that energy, you know, went out to the masses. The masses could actually get that energy. And, you know, he was a very powerful speaker.
Not only that, but if somebody was like clapping, and if you clap too soon, if you stop clapping too soon, he would have you go out and kill him. He would have you gone out. He would take you out and get you killed.
Yeah, yeah, he was a very charismatic speaker. There is no doubt of that.
Like somebody else we know.
Yeah, well, but see, Hitler didn't need a damn teleprompter, okay? He didn't need a teleprompter. Is that Bill?
There was this video that got banned from YouTube where this news reporter was doing an interview with Obama, and the news reporter said that McCain hasn't said anything about your Christian faith, and then Obama's like, yeah, right, you're right. McCain has never said anything about my Muslim faith. You mean your Christian faith? Yeah, my Christian faith.
What person on this planet needs to be corrected on what deity they believe in? I mean, what a load of crap. You know, I mean, he was so busted in that interview, it ain't even funny. You know, but people still
like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to pay $1,000 fine.
Yeah, you got to pay a fine.
If you don't
if
want
you go to the wrong doctor, you get killed. If you take the wrong medicine.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Come on, that sounds familiar. That's what Hitler did.
That's exactly what
Hitler wanted a universal health care, and he said if you can keep your health care plan if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
and then he made it a law where you have to take it, or you'll be executed or thrown in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like that's just that's the funny part about it is this doctor tried to get this guy came in to have surgery. He supposedly was had insurance, but they canceled it on him, and he was trying to confirm that he had the new insurance. He was on the phone for 2 hours, and by the time 2 hours went by, he hung up the phone and said, "Dude, I'm going to go ahead and do the operation anyways." He gave up. He gave up trying to find out this guy had insurance and did it for free.
Did you know the Obamacare website was actually created from a high school student that Michael Obama, aka Michelle Obama, went to school with?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you hear about the three guys down in Florida who made up a website, and it actually works, and it only cost them like $300, and it actually you can go on there and look up all these policies. They got this thing all set up. Three teenagers did that. That's so funny.
Well, I can take. There's a program out there that I'm trying to think of the name of the damn program, but it's a program that you can get, and it has a wizard to it, and you click on the wizard. And the wizard tells you exactly what to do to set up your website. It's a no-brainer. You whatever the wizard tells you to do, you do it, and your website's set up. Bam, it's done. You know,
Wow.
and it's like, didn't these dunderheads just go out and get a program that has a wizard on it and doesn't have the damn thing set up and done for a fraction of the cost even? You know, I mean, it's laughable. The whole damn thing is laughable, man. That they couldn't get a working website going for Obamacare. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
What type of e-cig do you have? Bill Binder,
Yes.
what type of electronic cigarette do you have? What brand?
Ah.
Dude, I can hear you. Enjoy.
I have
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
They're only like
I have
$5.99 a pack or something like that. A pack of one, and it's like a pack of cigarettes. So
Yeah, I have
Enjoy.
the Mystic.
Mystic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have two more packs of them. I got them for. They're selling them for two for $7.99. Or you get two cigarettes for or a pack a piece for $7.99. It's a introductory of this new product. I guess this is a new one out there. Enjoy.
Enjoy. I keep thinking of Captain Picard when he says engage. You know.
Yeah, engage.
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 The electronic cigarettes that I've tried was Logic, Blue Cig, and Mystic.
I'll tell you what, if this cold weather keeps up, we're all going to be switching to e-cigs and e-pipes. Because it's going to be too goddamn cold to go outside and smoke.
Exactly.
You know? I mean, I'm looking at -1 on my little weather thingy here on my short screen here. And that's damn cold now. Yeah, it's cold.
I'm still showing 7 degrees, but I don't know what the wind chill factor is. It's probably 10 below.
Oh, I dread thinking what our wind chill factor is because we got the wind coming down off them mountains, you know. Oh man, I bet it's cold as hell. I dread.
Well, guess what?
I'm
Hey,
sure.
I'm without the wind chill right now at -9.
You're at -9 without wind chill. Well, see, with the wind chill, then you're
Without the
probably
wind chill
about
at -9.
yeah. So -9 with the wind chill is probably about what, -15, -20, something like that.
Probably. Well, it depends on how fast it is.
Yeah.
They said that we're supposed to have 30-mile-an-hour winds tonight.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's going to make us -45,
Wow.
-50.
Well, I know they're on TV. where do you live, Earl? You're in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
He's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I
So,
thought you said Kentucky.
Yeah. So, well, it's a colloquialism. Anyway, but yeah. So I mean, yeah. With the wind coming down off these mountains, man, it's bound to be cold as hell. And I know they're warning people on TV, don't go out unless you
Yeah, I
absolutely.
just looked at my weather thing. Like I said, it's a -9. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, they're
I think
don't go out.
actually mine says on the Intellicast for my area is -8.
-8.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, you guys got me beat. I'm only -1.
We were at -1 at 12 o'clock or 7 o'clock this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at -1. I'm supposed to. Ironically, it says that for tonight is going to be 9. So I guess it's going to start climbing here in a minute. At least I hope so. But
Vaughn, when's the last time you had a real cigarette?
dude, I've been off smokes now for 4 years. I've been off smokes for 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm free, man. I'm done. I started out with
I'm glad
I started out with actual e-cigarettes, and I smoked these e-cigarettes for about 3.5 years or so, and then I switched to the e-goatee, and I've been smoking about a half a year with it. So yeah, I'm 4 years in, man. I tried to smoke a Marlboro Light. One of the people from down the road had a Marlboro Light, and I said, let me test something. I want to get a Marlboro Light up of you. I tried to smoke that thing, man. I got sick as a fucking dog. I said, yes, I beat him.
Did you used to smoke menthol?
Yeah, I used to smoke menthol, right? I used to smoke menthol.
The last time, I wanted to see, because the last time I saw you have a cigarette, you had your Reese's. You opened up that, you ate your Reese's. Then you lit your menthol cigarette up, and you're like, let's talk about Barry Soetoro, a.k.a. Barack Obama.
Enjoy menthol.
Okay, I couldn't get my camera to work, but is my microphone okay? Or is it
yeah, loud and clear.
We got you, Candy.
Cool. I kept trying to put it on, but I've got like a couple different camera applications, but
Right.
I put it on the one I want to use, and it kept rejecting it. So
I run mine through ManyCam, and that seems to work.
yeah, that's what I tried, but it wouldn't take it. It kept going to Webcam Max or my other static IP camera.
I wonder if you ain't got a conflict in there somewhere, maybe.
Probably.
My.
I got to get a new computer too, so.
Well, you have a friend in the computer business, dude. So if you need a custom-built computer, I'm your man.
I might go get me another Sony, one of the touchscreen ones.
So you can run Windows 8.
Oh, hey, I don't want that, but I have to have it.
I'm not thrilled.
Windows 8 sucks.
It's like running applications. Like, I mean, I already have a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like an iPhone instead of a computer.
Right. Well, the whole point of Windows 8 is that it's for the tablets and the iPods and shit like that. That's what.
Well, why shove it on a fucking computer then? You know.
Yeah,
Well,
I was perfectly fine with like Windows XP.
Well, now Windows 7 it actually does as advertised. Windows Vista was a joke.
I hated that.
Yeah, it was a joke. I got it on my laptop.
Yeah, but now Windows 7 actually does as advertised. It does do its job, and I can't speak highly enough of Windows 7. But
I
now
haven't tried it.
They suck.
Well, I'm still running Vista, and I don't like it. But I haven't had anywhere near the trouble that we've had with 8. Because I got the little woman a notebook, and it's got 8 on it, and it's just fucking horrendous. Trying to find a menu or trying to fucking change something that you want it so it looks the way you want it, forget it.
Exactly.
We were already spoiled with the functionality of XP, and then we got screwed over with Vista. And then it just went all downhill from there.
Yeah, it did. But now Windows 7 does work as advertised because I've been using it now for quite some time. Haven't had any problems with it. Now there for a while I was getting blue screens, but you know what it ended up being? It ended up being my goddamn keyboard. I switched out my keyboard. Now I'm styling now, man. No blue screens, no nothing. Everything works like a charm. And I can't speak highly enough of Windows 7. I really can't. They actually got something right. You know,
Yeah,
that and the
listen.
Sidewinder joystick. Those are the two things Microsoft's got right.
Here's the bad part. They got something right, and then they wouldn't change it again. So
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm not thrilled with Windows 8. I'm on record. You know, I'm not thrilled with Windows 8.
I mean, they could have kept XP and just kept improving it, but no, you got to get rid of that and go for the new thing. It's it's like planned obsolescence. I mean,
Yeah, well, it actually seems like it, doesn't it? It actually
It
seems
does.
like planned obsolescence. Yeah,
because they're saying they're not going to update XP anymore.
no,
There you go.
In fact, XP as of January 1st is kaput anyway. No more service. So
Yeah.
so if you got XP, you're kind of hurting. You're going to need to upgrade.
I got a computer somewhere with 95 on it.
I had
got
a
one at 93.
95 on it, but the wife decided to crank the heat up one day, and unbeknownst to me, and I had the computer running, and I'm like, before I could get, don't turn up the heat. It was too late. She had turned it up, and boom, there went the computer. It's like, oh, fuck.
Poof.
But oh well. You
I
know.
got to take mine outside every 6-7 months and use canned air on it to get the dust out of it.
Get all the dust and
Yeah, off the cooling around the processor. They have those
And that's
cooling
half the
things.
problem of a female. When we get our hair wrapped around the fan and it burns out.
Yeah.
What's this blonde hair? I have no idea where that came from.
Yeah, exactly. But I have so many fans on my computer that I literally named it Fantasia,
Cool.
and because I wanted it super cool, and it does the job. I mean, I got like 10 fans on my computer, and it doesn't overheat. But the downside of having all those fans is that it gets a lot of dust and dirt in there, and I got to clean it out every so often. But
well, I thought
Isn't there
about
some
going
kind of
to-
like magnetized device that you can set away from electronics that kind of eliminates dust collection around your electronic
you
devices?
don't want magnets anywhere
But
near your electronics.
There's already magnets in your electronics.
I mean, electrostatic. You don't really want that either.
Yeah, you don't want no electrostatic or
You don't want an aeronizer in the room with you. I have an
Hell,
aeronizer, but it's in the other room.
just the static from your hand.
No, there was something I seen on ThinkGeek.com that was about keeping like dust away from. Sorry, I just bashed my computer on the wall. Dust away from your
No,
electronics.
no. You want to use canned air or a vacuum cleaner, but you don't want to get any static or any magnetism anywhere near your computer. Trust me on this shit. Because even the static from your hand, when I work on a computer, I have to wear a wrist bracelet that is tied to the
ground strap.
Yeah, ground
correct.
strap.
And because if you don't, the very just even the static from your hand,
Yeah, the blood
will
process.
fry that sumbitch, buddy. It'll fry it in a New York minute. So no, you don't want any magnets or any electrical or a staticky, anything like that anywhere near your computer, man. No way. You'll fry your computer every time. And so but I have a wrist strap that I wear when I work on computers that prevents that from supposed to prevent it from happening. I'm hoping it does. So far, knock on wood. But you gotta wear a special wrist strap just for that reason. You don't want magnets or static anywhere near your computer, or probably any electronic, really.
What if you just wear latex gloves?
No. That
No.
doesn't stop it.
No,
No?
no.
Gotta ground yourself.
I'd get a rash from those.
From the latex
Well,
gloves.
if you get a
Yeah.
powder free, they make the powder free ones, you probably wouldn't get the rash. It's probably not the glove itself, it's probably the powder.
Might be. You might have an allergic reaction to that powder. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I get eczema problems, and then the latex irritation, and then I get like eczema and rash combined.
Ew. That don't sound pleasant.
Sensitivity.
It's not as bad as it. I guess the only bad time that I had an eczema outbreak, the worst time, was right before my wedding because of the stress.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Stress will actually augment it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like psoriasis.
I don't envy your position. I don't. Not at all. Not at all.
I don't have any signs of it now, which is cool.
There you go. They got stuff now that keeps it in check, right?
No, not really. I just try to. I mean, I drink a lot of tea and stuff, and I don't usually use a lot of lotions at all.
Yeah, green tea is supposed to damn near cure everything that ails you, allegedly. I mean, there's this big list of stuff that green tea does that helps your body, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Does it help migraines? I don't know. I'd have to.
Some herbal teas can help relieve some symptoms of migraines, but not like heal it.
Right. If you've got like a sinus headache, you know, where you got your sinuses here and your sinuses here, and you get one of those types of headaches, I would imagine anything warm that breaks up that mucus would help.
Yep.
Well, actually, a sinus headache is an inflammation of the nasal cavity.
Right.
Yep.
So until you get that inflammation to go down, it's not going to help you at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can put warm
And that could be
compresses on all
inflamed
day
from
long,
anything.
Right.
and it's not going to help
What helps
you.
for me is if I boil some water and I breathe in the
The fumes.
steam from the teapot,
Mm-hmm.
it clears out the nasal passages. It gets your headache away.
Well, tea's a natural decongestant, so
Just don't do those neti pot things. Those are so bad.
yeah, they work though.
Neti pot? Whoa, stop. What's a neti pot?
It's saline
you don't
solution
wanna
that you
know.
suck into your nose, and then it like drips out. It drips out the mucus through the other nostril.
It works though.
That
It
sounds
does.
gross as fuck. I don't know what
I
the
just get
You gotta hold your head at the right angle for it to go in one nostril and out the other.
I just get the colloidal
how you-
silver spray
The
up your
best
nose.
way to do that is just to, Vaughn, the best way to clear out mucus from your nose is to just hawk a big old loogie.
Yeah, I love it, man. Hot tube. Yeah. I don't know if I
Oh no, I use the colloidal silver method of this nasal spray they sell. It's colloidal silver. It's
yeah, the
like,
colloidal silver, right.
20 parts per million or something like that, and you spray it up each nostril, and it will break up everything. It's like a nose spray, except it has the colloidal in there to kill the bacterium and viruses.
Right.
If you
Yeah,
have
there's
an
been a lot
infection.
of people. There's been a lot of people saying really good stuff about colloidal silver and what it does to help your body.
Unless you end up like the Papa Smurf
Smurf
guy.
guy.
Or Smurf guy up in Washington.
Yeah, he turned up blue, man. It's like,
Not only
yeah,
that, but if you eat with
He was obsessed with it though.
yeah, he
if
was
you eat with
too much.
sterling silverware, that helps your immune system too.
That's
He
what
did
I
it
said.
like a cokehead did cocaine.
Well, here's the thing. You know, all them paintings from India with all them blue people.
True.
You know, that was the first thing that popped in my head. It's like, hey, you know, now we can actually prove that these guys that did these old paintings of these people blue, they were telling the truth, man. Because here we got a blue guy alive. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
from
holy
Washington
shit, man.
State.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe he's Krishna or some shit. You know, it's like, hey, we got a blue guy.
He looks like Papa Smurf. He has
looked
the
like
beard,
Papa
the white
Smurf.
beard, and the white hair.
Got the white beard and the white hair, yeah. It looked like Papa Smurf. It's like, holy shit, man. But you know, but those paintings.
Maybe he's half alien.
Yeah.
I heard if you get that color and everything, and you go out in the sunlight, you turn black. So maybe we had some guys wanting to start a band called the Dark Elves, and they wanted to take a lot of colloidal silver, go out in the sun, and turn black like that, and put pointed ears on, and they have
Spellbinder,
wide.
so-
Or the real Blue Man Group.
Yeah, the real Blue Man Group. Yeah, there you go. The real-
Spellbinder, so you're saying that you're in the dark you'll look blue, but during the daytime, like out in the sunlight, you'll look like Mr.
Well-
Popo from Dragon Ball Z.
Well, it's put it this way: you got silver like a piece of film, and if you get out in the sun, you'll turn black like a piece of film that's silver, and you stay that way.
Mr. Popo.
It's like, yeah, you look like
Yeah,
Popo.
Popo from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon
man.
Ball Z.
Damn, that's harsh, man. Wow.
Oh, these guys wanting to be like, they used to play. I used to play with these guys that played Dungeons and Dragons, and they always would talk about they call them the black elves or dark elves, and they were black. They were just look like elves, except they had white hair, and they had the pointed ears, but their skin was pitch black. And they're going, wow, just think, if I take a lot of colloidal silver and we could do that together and make a band, we could be the black elves, the dark elves.
There you go. Oh, wow.
Gandalf Smurf.
Gandalf Smurfs, yeah, there you go. Gandalf Smurfs, there you go. Now some punk rocker is going to hear that name, the Gandalf Smurfs, and he's going to use that someday. You're
Watching.
You're like, God damn, that sounds like a cool ass name. We're going to do that.
The dark elves, and they go and take a lot of colloidal silver and go out and bathe in the sunlight until they turn just pitch black.
The Gandalf Smurfs, man.
Spellbinder.
Yeah. With that name. It's plain as day.
Spellbinder. With me being Irish, when I go out in the sunlight, I go from white to red.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what my wife does. She burns, man. She's a white girl. She burns.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. Being Norwegian, mostly Norwegian.
With me, I get Vaughn. I get redder than what you do. I get as red as what a tomato is.
So then you'd be purple if you took the silver and tanned.
There you go.
Because blue and red would be purple.
You turn red as
Irish
my
people, we don't,
That'd be an unusual
we don't
color.
tan, we burn.
Yeah. Oh, the wife. Yeah, the wife is a white girl.
If it was like
She
dark,
burns
if
like
it was
something, and she
pitch
does.
black, Vaughn, if it was pitch black outside, and I was outside, you could see me. I can light your way. I'd be like Rudolph.
You're all red. Yeah, she come in one day and I played the song Rock Lobster by B-52. Like, damn, man, what the hell happened to you?
Rock Lobster.
I was like,
The house
what the hell
wasn't the
happened
love
to you?
shack at that night.
She's like, I went out to get the mail. I said, God damn, you got more than just the mail. Holy shit, man. Am I going to have to cover you in fucking aloe or some shit? What am I going to, Yeah, man, she burns. She does. She just burns.
Oh, if she burns that easy, she should probably just take vitamin D3 then, and for her vitamin D, since she can't apparently produce it in her skin. Then, if she burns that easily, I mean, that's what vitamin D3. That's what you create naturally when you get a tan, is vitamin D3, which is supposed to keep you from getting all types of illness.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Vaughn, talking about burning. When I was 14 years old, I was in my dad's shed working with the tools and everything, making a walking stick, and I ended up cutting myself on the bandsaw. So I went in the house. We didn't have any of the peroxide or anything, so I opened up the bathroom cupboard. I saw rubbing alcohol. It can clean wounds, so I just dumped that on my thumb, and I'm like, that thing's done.
I bet they heard you
All
all
you could see is like
China, didn't
blood
they?
and everything, like pussing, like bubbling up and pussing, and
Ew.
I bet they heard you all the way to
it
China.
hurt, but it cleaned. Oh hell,
Probably burned for a while though, huh?
Yeah.
it hurt, but it didn't hurt as bad as what happened to me a couple months ago. As I was getting stuff out of my sister's car, and I closed the door, and my thumb ended up shutting in the door.
Ow, I hate
It
that.
broke the.
Oh, that hurts.
It literally broke my thumbnail all the way to the.
God, yeah.
And I ended up having to take some Percocet, and that thing hurt worse than my thumb being cut, pouring rubbing
Did you lose your
alcohol on
nail?
it, and my collarbone. No, it cut the total nail and it split it in half.
Like right in the
There's
middle
a scar
of the nail?
underneath of.
So like you lost part of your nail?
It just cut. No, it just healed, but you can see a scar underneath the nail.
Because sometimes, even after it bruises and stuff, your nail will fall off.
Hang on there, Fab. I'm getting.
I don't know, but that thing
There
hurt,
he is.
but not as bad as what my collarbone when I broke that in wrestling in school.
Ooh, ow.
That's when I broke that.
Or
When I
those are,
broke
that's
it, it was
really
pointed. It was shaped like a triangle where the bone was pointing almost through the skin. It
Ew.
was touching the meat, and you can almost see the bone going through the. And to top it off, it was my right arm. I'm right-handed, so I had to learn everything left-handed, and it was like that for 3 months.
Ouch.
Yeah, my stepson broke
And right
his collarbone during football.
Right
Good
before it was healed all the way, I was on the swim team at the time, and my team had to go to the national swim meet.
Mm-hmm.
And since my collarbone was broken, my team couldn't go. They had to have so I was swimming with a broken collarbone.
Oh.
Let me get.
So as I was doing the lap, my arm was going out of socket and then in socket, and that hurt like hell. But I'd rather be in pain so my teammates can win.
Yeah, I can imagine. Let me get a shout out to my favorite buddy down in Oz down there. What do you say, fat Aussie bastard? What do you know, brother?
Hello, mate. How are you going?
How you
Good
go?
day, mate. What's up? What's up, my brother from a different mother? What's going on down there in Oz?
Fuck all, Your Honour, mate. It's fucking stinking hot here today, and I'm just having a cold beer. Beautiful.
You bastard.
A tall beer or a cow beer?
I hate you.
Cold beer.
Oh, cold
You're
beer.
freezing my ass off, motherfucker, and
Was.
you're down there sweating. God damn it.
No, mate, 41 degrees today, beautiful. 41 degrees Celsius, beautiful. Hey?
It is so cold here.
That's like 90 degrees.
You can't even breathe, dude.
What is it? What's the temperature, Vaughn?
It's minus. I got -1's what I've got.
I got -9.
I got -8.
That's what I
Let me see. I gotta like Google mine.
I got minus. Well, I got a little weather app for my computer, and it tells me, bam, what my temperature
It's
is.
11 here.
11.
So
Well, hey,
Celsius,
I got
it's
20 degrees.
-12 Celsius.
I hate you too, because by God, I'm at -1 and shit.
Oh, wait, update. I'm at -10.
You're at -10? Well, see, I'm not so bad with you.
And I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's around 20 degrees here in Vermont.
It's -25 there. Or no, wait, it's -13. With a wind chill of like -50.
Dude,
Yeah,
I opened
Central
up my,
Ohio is -8.
I opened up my door and I breathed out, and it literally made crystals and hit the ground.
You
It's
know
like, oh shit.
what? You should take a boiling pot of,
Oh.
and then once it's boiling from off the stove, go outside and throw it, and it should instantly freeze and like turn into snow or ice.
make weapons
Vaughn,
out of it.
that gave me an
They have a
idea.
video from
All
Russia
of us
that did
should
that.
save up. Vaughn,
Yeah.
all of us should save up some money for next winter. Find out where all your haters live. Find out, get like big old barrels of steaming hot water. Throw it on their steps so that way the next morning when they go outside they can fall on their ass and break their legs.
Yeah, there you go. That's a plan. That's a plan.
Or you could turn up with a 12-gauge shotgun and just blow their fucking head off.
Well, now
Either
see, Fab's got the right idea here. All right. Take no prisoners, man. Fab's got the right idea going on here.
Galaxy has no sound.
Galaxy has
Yeah,
no.
I just noticed that. He says he's going to restart. I will restart now.
No, with me, I would use a 22 and shoot the bastards in the nuts.
Mm.
Oh, gee, that's a-
Make it hurt. Yeah. Make it hurt and make them regret their decision. There you go. That's it, man. Fabs, what all's going down in Oz, man? What's happening down there, dude? I ain't
Nah,
talking
mate, fuck all, mate. It's just beautiful and hot. Up here in Queensland, where I come from, the weather's the weather's very tropical, as you know, mate. But no, mate, it's just beautiful. It's busy. I'm busy with work, and mate, it's just good. I'm just living the fucking dream. I'm eating and drinking and telling fucking lies, and burping and farting, and yeah, it's good.
Where do you live?
He's in Australia.
Yeah, Queensland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I heard you have a tropical storm hitting you over there on the west coast.
Exactly right. Yeah, that was just a few days ago, and that was quite a big storm. Yeah.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that was pretty bad, man.
But listen, I'll tell you what, we don't get the bloody tornadoes like you fellas get. Like fucking hell, they're scary.
We get some nasty tornadoes here in the States, dude. We do. That's the truth. We get some really nasty ones.
But listen, Ron, they usually come through that tornado alley, don't they? It must be the right weather through there or something.
Well, what it is, there's so much flat land that the tornado can maintain its cohesion. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, you got hot air and cold air mixing in it.
Right.
Vex.
Exactly.
There's nothing to stop it, so.
Yeah,
Well, you guys, the island gets hurricanes because of the smaller landmass, and our coastlines get those, but then all the innerlands get the tornadoes.
Yes, right.
No, mate, we don't have anything bad like that. We just have about 24 different critters that can kill you in about 30 seconds, mate. Other than that.
Well, now, Fab, I've been
Seen
hearing
your spiders over there.
I've been hearing some news, Fab, about Australia, and I want you to confirm whether it's true or not. I have been hearing that your prime minister down in Australia has basically told the Muslims, get the fuck out. Am I hearing right, or is that just a rumor?
Mate, he basically hasn't put it quite so severe, but he is putting some restrictions on them with regards to their religion. So that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, isn't Australia like one of the you can't, like, nobody can just go and live there. They have to have a demand for a field that you work in. You have to conform to their ways of life.
Unless you come over on a leaky boat, darling. If you come over illegally and say, I want to seek asylum, then they open their arms and welcome you in.
See, Mexico's that way. That's the place where you have to have a skill to work in Mexico or live there or get a visa down there.
Yeah, something that they need and demand in your field.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mate, would the ability to love eating tacos, would that be classed as a skill?
I don't know, man. It might could be considered a skill. I don't know.
A trade.
Yeah.
What about a gator hunter?
Yeah,
If somebody hunts gator, they can go down to Australia and hunt crocodile.
Crocodiles are a protected species here, so yeah, you're not allowed to kill crocodiles here.
Yeah, I'm a gardener.
Crocodile Dundee, you know?
That's a movie.
Yeah, you just got to get rid of those frogs.
The cane toads.
Yes.
The cane toads.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the bag limit on them cane toads?
There is none.
Them.
There is none.
Ain't no bag limit on them?
No.
Oh, hell, I can...
They got so many of them, they don't know what to do with themselves.
Spellbind.
Hello, frog lady.
When I was telling you if I ran for president, I would have Vaughn as my Secretary of State, you my VP.
Okay.
No matter what, I'm going to be the White House gardener, so there.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
No, the White House is going to grow some marijuana out in the field.
I'm going to grow organic food.
Organic food and legalize marijuana and legalize a lot of the homeopathic stuff. They made all the homeopathic stuff illegal, man. What the fuck, you know? Re-legalize all that?
Vaughn,
Yes.
you know what else I would have legalized? I would have people have hunting permits to go out and get rid of these gangbangers.
I don't know if you can. I don't think I can get Congress to go along with that one.
That'd be like the purge.
No, I would get rid of Congress, all those people that have been in there for like Nancy Pelosi, all those people, get rid of everything, and it will be the actual people of the country going to that place, going to the building, and voting on a bill.
Well, see, it's like I said, it's become such a money racket now. You have to have. When I wanted to run for House of Representatives, I had to cough up $50,000 of my own money, and it's like, well, hell, I ain't got that kind of money. See, you know, and it's become nothing but a money racket. And that's why we can't never get good people in office, because it's become nothing but a money racket. And it's sad, man. It really is sad, because there's a lot of good people out there, but they can't run because you got to have all this goddamn money.
Hold on,
That's
I'll be right
kind of
back.
like, yeah, it's kind of like the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Mm.
That's where
Vaughn,
it's
if
coming
I had the
Was a
money,
Rothschild saying.
Yeah.
Vaughn, if I
that
had
was-
the money, I would pay for your election. I would give you money so you can run for president.
Well, I'll tell you, if I got in there, I'd lock myself in the Oval Office until I got some changes made in this country. You can bet on that shit.
The
'Cause
only
it's-
thing that I want out of it is to have a good. The only thing I want out of it is to work into that
Mhm.
building where Boehner works. As that's what I. That's the only thing I want is to have the job Boehner does.
Mhm. You want the House of Representatives, Speaker of the House? I don't
Yep.
know. I mean, I guess Speaker of the House, you can get a lot accomplished, you know, if you wanted to. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you can do that can make an impact and make a difference. But you know, a lot of these restrictions and permits and licenses and all that. I mean, holy fuck! Did Ben Franklin have to have a license for his horse? Fuck no. You know, I mean, some of this stuff is just retarded. You know, I mean, it really is. You know, do away with as much of the BS as possible, and just have people live their lives. And then, and start, one of the things that I would do if I was president is I would start mass producing maglev trains in this country and spaceships in this country, both of which are good paying jobs. And I would start mass producing those and having people build them and shit, especially the maglev trains, because if we can get our freight from LA to New York in 4 hours, just imagine what that's going to do for produce costs. Produce costs would come down.
Right.
Produce would be fresher. You don't have to put as many chemicals on them to keep them fresh, preservatives and shit like that. So you get fresher food faster and at a cheaper cost. Well, holy shit, that's a win-win, right? That's a win-win scenario, right?
Everybody should be growing their own gardens too at home.
Absolutely. Well, see, I saw that.
Not only that, but what I would do is
Did you
Stay the hell
see
out of-
this? Did you see this, guys?
the hell out of the
lady
Middle
got
East.
arrested. A lady got arrested because she grew her own fucking garden in her backyard. In her backyard, on her.
Yeah, and in some
What?
places you can't grow in your front yard either.
That's right. You can't grow it in your front yard or your backyard. And it's like, what the fuck has happened to this country where you can't even grow a fucking garden?
That
Some
was
people
like in-
don't have backyards. They just have like a little patio on the back, and then they have a little front yard where they have land that's grass that's doing nothing that they could just be growing their own food on.
Sure, if you want to grow a
beauty
garden,
here.
grow a fucking garden. But don't, I mean, why the fuck are they arresting these people for growing a garden on their own goddamn property? That's retarded. That is
It
so
is.
Vaughn, if you go to, you're gonna love this item that I'm gonna tell you. You can go to Amazon.com and you can buy toilet paper with Obama's face on it.
How funny is that?
Oh man, that's tempting. That is
That
definitely.
is. I'm gonna have to buy some for my dad.
I'm gonna have to give me some of that, man. I'm gonna have to see if I can give me some of that. That's,
We'll put it in the outhouse up at the cabin.
there you go. There
S and G's.
When you're in the bed, be like, "That's my opinion."
Right?
Yeah,
Make
that's
no
where-
mistake about it, wipe.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't need his face
And
on the
what
money.
I don't get,
Face on the toilet paper.
Vaughn, what I don't get is people say that everybody hates him because he's black. He ain't black.
No, he's black.
He's
He's the
mixed.
first
When
mixed-
Wesley when
he's
Wesley
a white
Snipes
guy
becomes
with
president,
a good tan.
Then you got a black.
We had the first Vaughn, we had the first black president. It was called Bill Clinton.
Right, it
He
was
played
Bill
the saxophone.
Yes. Seriously, Bill Clinton actually made that claim as the first black president because he did more for the black people than many of the black leaders did. That was his claim. Now, whether it's true or not is debatable, but that was his claim, is that he actually helped the black people more.
that's a reverse like racial
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind
right
of
there.
like a racial thing. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, but he's a Democrat. He can say
People are
anything he
start-
wants.
Did
for
you know that
Get
people
away
are
with it, yeah.
senators from Vaughn? Did you know senators from Chicago and also from other cities are coming out and saying that they had relationships with Obama in gay bars?
That's what I'm hearing.
I've heard those.
That's what I'm hearing, and it's
Hey,
been
you
more
can
than one.
type this in, and he is dressed in this green nut hugger thing, jumpsuit on Google. You can type it in, and here he's in drag.
I want to
What
see
has been-
pictures of Michelle giving birth to those babies, because how do you give birth to those babies
Don't
from
you
that
mean?
penis?
Don't you mean Michael?
The penis.
It's Michael.
Well,
The little itty bitty penis.
like I said, there are women who have stated publicly
They
as well as
adopted.
privately that Michelle is more of a man than a woman, and it's women
No,
saying
it's Mikael. It's Mikael.
the body structure, the
Yeah.
musculature, the skeletal structure is more of like a man than it is of a woman.
She has more. Her shoulders are more square than what mine are.
But I know
Yeah.
better looking transsexuals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's
See,
a lot.
I don't believe in that shit. Like right there, I can't believe that how somebody can be born in the wrong body. I don't believe that shit. I believe somebody can be born gay, but here it is.
Well,
you're
believe the
chick,
fact
and
that
then
there are guys
you're
that
saying you
chopped
don't.
off their penises and now have vaginas.
Yeah,
And they look better than Michelle.
and they look better than Michelle. Yeah, creepy, I know, but true.
And a woman that chopped that pregnant man, that was just a woman with her bosoms cut off and short hair.
I don't know. I tell you, there's a lot of stuff out there on the street that I'd rather wished I had not encountered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, there really is. There's just a lot of shit out there that I wished I hadn't encountered. You know.
You having like a flashback WTF
Vaughn, my
moment?
ninth
Oh,
grade
man.
Vaughn, my ninth grade homeroom teacher, her name was Tannenbaum. First day of school.
Mhm.
She looked like a woman and everything, and she looked, okay, today class, we're going to be working on this. I'm like,
That makes you
is
wonder.
that a
Huh?
woman or dude? It might be a it.
Makes you wonder. When they got a deeper voice than you got, it kind of makes you wonder, huh?
Depends.
She also had a beard.
She had a beard?
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to shave. Like it was noticeable enough, but she did have one.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, Bill Cosby made a joke one time about his family reunion, and he had this aunt named Aunt Bunny, and Aunt Bunny would come, and Aunt Bunny had a mustache, and he was just a little kid, and he was like, Aunt Bunny has a mustache, Aunt Bunny has a mustache, and the way he said it, it was funny as hell. I can't repeat it because that was usually, but it was funny as hell.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, fam.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I was just thinking before, mate, when you were having a conversation, our two major car manufacturers in this country, Holden and Ford, who are the only two manufacturers that still build cars in Australia, are pulling out next year. And the problem is that as Australians, we all want to buy Korean motor cars for $15,000, so the Australian car company just can't compete with that. So, I mean, who do you blame for that? Us.
You
because
all
we
want
wanna buy those cheap
Volkswagens.
cars.
Well, I'll tell you, Fab, I'd fix that shit too.
Volkswagen.
I would fix
I wouldn't
that.
buy a Volkswagen.
I'm gonna kick you.
Here's how you fix that. Here's how you fix
It
it, Fab.
stands for the people's car, and Hitler used those during World War II before they were out for the public.
Wah.
I'll tell you how you fix that, Fab. You fix that by having tariffs. That's how you fix that. You have tariffs on imports, and that will fix the upside down trade agreements. That'll fix it overnight, literally. And then not only that, but you can take those tariffs, all the proceeds from those tariffs, and use them to fund the federal government, and you don't have to tax the people. Now, how's that grab you?
There you go.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? That's some good shit right there. Right?
So what do we do about Fukushima?
What do we do about Fukushima?
I think we should just turn it into a sand heap because really at this point, I think the long-term devastation that it's gonna cause is more than enough for them to sacrifice their lives for the rest of the world.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, everybody said 3 Mile Island was gonna.
Because we don't want those people evacuated anywhere because we don't want those radiation people coming and breeding with people that aren't highly radiated and making mongoloids.
Well, I see. That's the thing. I don't know. You know, we got to see. You know,
They need to go.
They said 3 Mile Island was going to devastate the entire United States. It didn't. Typically, if I understand correctly, the radiation has a shelf life of 7 years. After the 7 years, things pretty much quiet down. I mean, we had Chernobyl, we survived. We had 3 Mile Island, we survived.
If they have like another earthquake and it explodes again, it'll be way worse than Chernobyl.
Well, it should already be shut down. I mean, holy shit.
Well, they're taking water that from the sea, cooling it, and then they're making these makeshift tanks out of rubber and metal that are just quick makeshift holding the radiated water. So those could spill out even.
I don't know.
Because they're still doing cooling.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
got an idea.
7 years and it should be all right.
They need to sacrifice their lives for everybody else in the world, and there's nothing else they can do. They screwed everybody, and they need to sacrifice themselves.
I don't know. That sounds a bit extreme, even for me.
Jesus, you're harsh, darling. You are harsh.
Yeah, she don't take no prisoners, buddy.
I don't want to be infected for something I had no business, or I don't even live near there.
Well,
they'll come and evacuate
They
your
need to
people and
punish
infect me.
GE is who they need to punish. That's who designed these reactors with the rods that come up on hydraulics instead of coming down where you could get a rope and drop the neutralizing rods and it'd shut that thing off like that, but they didn't do it.
We should have
They
been
went
done with
a new
nuclear
design where the
reactors and
hydraulics
stuff
went up.
decades ago.
Yeah.
There
Well,
was money junkies.
there was a lot of money involved. That's right, and you know they went for the cheapest and quickest design, and that's oftentimes not the best policy.
True.
And you know, so yeah, there was a lot to do with that. And but like I said, guys, they thought 3 Mile Island was going to devastate us. They thought Chernobyl was going to devastate us. We're still here. Okay, you know, I don't want to sit there and come up with some sort of extreme action, and then come to find out, you know, well, hell, I mean, you know, everything's just fine 7 years down the road.
But wouldn't you rather be prepared than too late?
No, I'm not saying don't get prepared or don't take, you know, special precautions. What I'm saying, though, is that, you know, like I said, they told us 3 Mile Island would devastate us.
They have those jumbo shrimp that are off their coast that have migrated to the California coast that they find high traces of radiation in, and the fishermen are thinking, well, these are big, it's payday, and then they're going to start selling those to people and putting them in, you know, prepackaged foods and stuff.
I think
One hot particle. That's all it takes.
I think the EPA at that point would step in and say, "Now, wait a minute," you know. I think the EPA would step in at that point.
I just get really scared.
I would hope that the EPA would step in and say, "Now, wait a minute, guys. You know, we can't be selling that shit." But you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, you know, we survived the other 2 disasters, and we're still here. So I don't want to jump the gun and come up with some brash or extreme situation just yet. Now, if 7 years, 8 years down the road, and we're still at a critical level with Fukushima like we are now, then okay, then we got to look at, you know, some more drastic situations. But for right now, no. For right now, if they've got it contained and they feel they can keep it contained, then let's go with that until we know something different, right?
Okay.
But I would think a little bit different because them saying that they have it contained is no different than the fact of how long they were hiding and denying it, too. I mean, hiding it and denying it and saying you're fine still kind of gives you the opportunity to question.
Yeah.
Because they lied in the beginning.
Right. Well,
So
like I
just
said,
excuse me for 2 seconds, guys, but I have to run. It's as always, Bon. It's always a pleasure, mate. The conversation's always stimulating in here.
Yep.
Lovely to meet all you guys.
See ya.
Glad to meet you.
have a good
See
day.
you next
Sam.
time.
Yep.
All right.
See ya.
It's sunny there.
Vaughn, with me, I'm more worried. Vaughn, with me, I'm more worried about the martial law than a nuclear reactor blowing up.
Well, Alf just gave me a message on Facebook. You ready to get mad? Because I'm about to make you mad. Okay, you know about the housing bubble and how the housing bubble burst and people got their homes foreclosed on and all that shit, right? You all heard about
Yeah.
it. Listen to this one. Alf just posted this to me. U.S. government to give $313 million to Muslims for their home mortgages.
Must be nice.
Right?
What the fuck?
So we all get to lose our homes, but the Muslims in America are going to get theirs paid for.
That and all of the young adults coming up aren't going to be able to be first-time buyers.
This
Just change your
you
name.
need to do. This is what
Take
you,
advantage.
Vaughn. This is what we need to give to the Muslims.
I'll
Is
tell you what
a
we need to
free
give.
camel and
we
have
give
them
it to the
ass
Alps.
went back to Iraq.
Yep, send them back. I mean, if they want their Sharia law and they
Camel
want
and tell them to
they
fucking swim.
want their honor killings and all this other bullshit, let them go back to the Middle East for that shit. Okay, it ain't got no business.
They can stay They can stay the hell back in their damn sandbox instead of
Not all
coming the fuck over
Muslims
here.
are from the same place. There are actually a lot of white Muslims and people in England that have converted, and I have a friend that's converted, but yeah, I think they have individual sectors just like, within Christian or Catholicism faith and stuff that, there are, radical Christians as well,
Let me read a little
Yeah, but
bit.
Christian in the history of mankind, there was never a single Christian or Jew or pagan to go over to a country, lie, wait, take it over, and slaughter every single one of them.
Right.
You're,
There's been wars, yes, but to just go over there and slaughter and maim and kill and pillage like that, no. No, there hasn't.
That's
Anyway,
why there
let
was
me-
slavery in the U.S. The Muslims went over there, captured blacks, brought them to the U.S.,
Right.
paid.
It was the Muslims that started the slave trade. That is documented historical fact. That's right. Let
And
me
it's
read some
still
of this.
going on today.
Yeah, it is still
Say that
going
again?
on. I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says, according to the GAO, Obama's administration will be handing over more than $300 million tax dollars to Muslims to help pay their mortgages. $110 million of this money will be used as loans for businesses located in the West Bank. The names of the groups in charge of this is called Overseas Private Investment Corporation. According to their website, OPIC provides financial products such as loans and guarantees, political risk insurance, and support for investment funds, all of which help American businesses expand into emerging markets. The OPIC is partnered with a group created by Palestinian Authority President. The GAO notes, PIF is governed by a board of directors and General Assembly appointed by the Palestinian Authority President. It manages investments throughout a number of sectors. They claim this will help emerging U.S. business in the Middle East, though some argue that this money will be going to terrorist-linked groups and businesses. The OPIC claims all groups who will manage the money have been vetted to make sure the money isn't going to the wrong people.
wait, U.S. businesses in the Middle East?
Yeah, so this money isn't even going to Americans, even Muslim Americans. This is going to the Palestinian Liberation Organization.
So we're buying people to be able to put businesses on their land?
I guess that's what it sounds like. We're taking Americans who are losing. We're taking the money that would go to Americans to save their homes, and we're giving that money over to the Middle East. See, I thought it was going to be American Muslims. They were going, no. If I'm reading this right, the West Bank, Gaza, Palestinians. It's going.
They're getting it, so we can put businesses there.
Apparently. Or it's
And
to
Obama,
encourage.
he's like, well, we need to bring businesses back over to the U.S., and yet his fucking ass is having money sent over there.
He's sending our money overseas instead of starting the businesses here.
Yeah.
Over in Palestine, correct?
He'll have some kind of speech of how it's going to help remarket our shit here, you know, and it's got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Make no mistake about it.
I don't want free
You have
fair trade.
You have the Obama nights that are injected with all that mercury clapping.
Yeah. Well,
Following his
mercury and
footsteps.
aluminum, yeah. Injected with mercury and aluminum. They got a mercury and aluminum on the brain. So they just sit there and clap like a little seal. You know?
Was that one of your videos I seen that you were showing the lady in the red behind him fainting?
Yeah. Yeah, it was totally staged, man. It's all bullshit. Totally fucking staged.
I believe all
Vaughn,
our
you want to hear a joke?
senators are on SSRIs. But
Vaughn, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, real quick.
How does... Okay, there's the two Irishmen. The father took the son over to Iraq to pick out a wife. The dad said, "There's your wife." And then the son said, "Which one, Dad? They're all black with a wee fucking window."
What?
They're all wearing the black burqa. How you gonna tell which one is the right one? That's what he's saying.
Oh, I guess I'm still blonde.
That's okay, Candy. By the way, are you still blonde, or did you go back to black?
No, my hair's still, well, it's black at the bottom, and then I've dyed part of my bangs blonde, and then I'm trying to do a ombre fade with red and black.
Because the still pic you got up has you back in black, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, it's like that, but part of my bang that's not shown there is blonde.
Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you guys, man, that right there should make every American that lost their home in this stupid housing bubble incensed, because they're not even keeping the money
Vaughn,
here.
instead of them...
Go to Palestine, for fuck's sake.
Vaughn, instead of them doing that, what they need to do is give that money to the disabled veterans that are coming over from the war, getting blown up with their legs missing, their arms missing. Give the money to them.
Exactly.
They turned their back. Their governments turned their back on the veterans coming back.
Well,
we have a private. I've seen commercials saying, "Please give money to the veterans to get prosthetics for their."
They're saying now that the vets may even go back on food stamps like they were under Clinton. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Not only that, but Michelle Obama, aka Michael, is taking money from the food stamps recipients and giving it to people that are overweight so they can get help.
Oh man,
So
I
they
went to
can
the
get-
grocery store. You can get a whole roasted hot chicken with your EBT and a nice prepared large salad.
Yeah, they've changed the EBT. Used to, all you could get was cold food, and I heard that they're changing
Vaughn,
the EBT the way.
I think
Huh?
food stamps should only be for the people that are on disability and the people that earned it, like the people that can't afford to get a job and everything. But the ones that are on it, that are just popping out babies just to get food stamps, no, get your ass off of you, get off your ass and get a job.
I don't think it's fair
My
that I
first
can
job-
hardly
my
afford a
first job,
lobster dinner, but EBT allows a lobster dinner.
Allows a lobster dinner. Yeah.
On my first job, I was a janitor. I had to literally clean the whole store and everything, empty out trashes, scrub toilets, and I was making $7.25 an hour.
Dang. That was like old minimum wage. How old are you?
I'm gonna
How old
be
are you?
27.
27.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn 27 this month, and I've been out of work. And
That's like
when
old
I
minimum
was
wage.
working,
Right?
and when I was working, when I got laid off and everything, when I ended up moving to Virginia, Bush, Numbnuts Bush, get on that horse, you gotta ride it. He gave me, I got 2 stimulus checks from him one from after paying taxes, and the other one for having brain damage. I work part time because I'm on SSI. But people, the elderly and the disabled need to have SSI, not the ones that are sitting on their fat ass.
Right. Exactly.
I'm supposed to be on that, but I haven't gotten it. But mine's for, I have a lot of obsessive and social and different stuff that, yeah, working. And my doctor kept telling me to go get that, and I just wouldn't, because I don't want to leave out the possibility if I found a job that I wanted to do, that I can do it.
The reason why I'm on it is when I was a kid, from 3 to 6 to 3 to 7, I had over 100 seizures a day.
Oh, wow.
I had every single seizure you can think of, or research. I had kind that I was seeing things. I had kind where I would just stare off. I had kind where I would just fall on the floor. I had the kind where my head would just hit the table.
I didn't have that. I'm just mental kind of sometimes. Like, I guess I kind of schizophrenic or something.
With mine, it's weird.
You're mental all the time, Kenny.
With mine, it's weird. You know how, Vaughn, you know how some seizures are caused by electric current in the brain?
Or lack of.
With mine, it's controlled by my metabolism.
Oh.
My metabolism runs so rapidly that
this dude got a hat.
I can go to Taco Bell. I can go to Taco Bell and I can eat like 12 tacos, all this thing, every single thing on the menu, and not gain a single pound.
That's really bad for you.
No, with me, I gain muscle. I just can't gain fat.
But it's taco
my body
hell.
just burns so much fat. It was just for example. With me, I eat like 12-ounce steak with a pound of mashed potatoes, some salad.
You should eat a bunch of fresh fruit and lots of leafy greens and get your calories from the fruit. And then it's also nice if you like sweets, because then you get the sugars and it's natural.
I hate fruits.
Why?
Can't stand.
What? No way.
The last time I don't eat fruit. The last time I had a banana or apple, especially bananas, when I was 8.
There's more fruits than bananas, apples, and oranges. I mean, there's like persimmons, there's dates, there's kiwis, there's mangoes.
If you look it up, bananas actually make you gain weight instead of lose weight because of the high potassium and iron in it.
Well, it depends on what kind of diet. I mean, if you're doing a raw 80-10-10 diet, then you can eat up to 30 bananas a day, and you're not really going to gain that much weight. Because you're not taking all the other refined and you like meat.
If it was my last meal on earth, you stuck a potato in front of me or a banana, I would rather pick the potato than the banana.
Josh, I think what it is, you just got you're like I was when I was younger. I had a high metabolism, and when your metabolism starts to slow down, which it will, you'll start put on some weight. Trust me.
When you get 35.
Yeah, when you hit 35, you'll start putting on some weight. Your metabolism will slow down.
Even right now, I weigh 129 pounds, but I'm 4% body fat.
Right. Now, see, I was the same way. You'll gain some weight. Don't worry. It'll take you a while, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
Where'd that dude go with the hat? Now I just see a pink wall.
I don't know. I think that's Galaxy with the pink wall. Is that? Yeah, that's Galaxy. Doesn't he look like Roy Orbison, though? I think he does. He looks like Roy Orbison, man. Kind of freaked me out, too, putting that up. The fake secular opinion.
It kind of looks like Jim Belushi.
The fake secular opinion jumped in here, looks like. I don't think it's the real secular opinion because he isn't on camera. Isn't that right?
Oh, I started selling those candles, and I didn't get back to you in time, and then they shut down the free sign-up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Now it's like $50, but
Well,
you get samples and a candle with it, with the rep kit. But I've been selling those, and I've got a couple people in my downline. I got candles here, so I got my jewelry reveal.
Unmute me and find out. Well, how do I know you ain't just playing a damn video or something? I mean, anybody can play a fucking video.
If he wants to talk, he can unmute himself.
Well, I've got to allow him. See, I've got cameraman operating, so I've got to allow him first. All right, I will take a chance and allow him to see, and just find out. Well, maybe I will. All right, fake secular opinion. Let's hear your voice. Better yet, let's see you on camera.
Hey, what's up, Von Helm? What's going on down in Kentucky there, you dirty old fucking Kentucky hill rat?
Why aren't you on camera, dude? Come on.
You think this is a recording?
Well,
like, really? You think this is like a recording? Maybe I just have a super smart computer.
Well, why
Because I'm financed by the New World Order.
Why can't you?
So anyways, what's this bullshit you saying that I'm instigating some kind of hit on you by the Black Panthers or some bullshit?
No,
like, really? Even in your deluded fantasy world, you actually believe that we're plotting to fucking send the Black Panthers to your trailer?
Secular.
Really? You believe that? I would also like to remind you, I have you on video saying that you will disclose information given to you by YouTube for legal purposes to, quote, murderers, criminals, and rapists.
How would you allow him to respond and take a breath?
Hey, well, Candy. Hey, Candy Pants, I'm not talking to you.
I don't care.
He won't cam up because
of opinion. Why don't you just go fuck off? Because people like you are nothing but a piece of shit. You have nothing better to do.
Yeah, whatever there, dude. Job. I'm talking to Von Helton. He's the one saying I got the Black Panthers after his fucking hose. Give
no,
me a
motherfucker,
break.
you drew first.
Oh, motherfucker! Oh, motherfucker!
You drew first.
All right, motherfucker.
Secular opinion. Look,
what's up, Von?
You don't even have the balls because you have a fucking South Park.
By the way, Von, I got my brand new channel.
Picture up here. Why don't you?
No strikes or
why don't you show your
DMCAs?
Show your face. Show your face, motherfucker.
Show your face, motherfucker.
Secular, just give Von Helton a chance to answer one question at a time. You asked like
Quit messing with
Candy,
this, man.
shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. Go, Von.
I don't care.
Come on,
Jesus.
Secular, cam up, dude.
Who's all the new people?
Oh my God, it's the Black Panthers.
Cam up, Secular.
Better run.
Better get by. See ya. You're out of here. Cam up, Secular.
I just turned my camera on, motherfucker. Google takes their time. I don't know.
Oh, thank goodness.
But anyway, so what's this about the Black Panthers that I'm sending the Black Panthers to your house?
Yeah, we all got it. It's in your Google Hangout. We all know what was said. Where?
Show it. Show where I said that I'm conspiring to send the Black Panthers to your house and we're plotting your murder.
I won't show anything because if I show it, you'll.
Well, you already. No, I won't. No, I won't because you already played it on one of your hangouts and I didn't flag it.
You will or your buddies will.
I'm not a butthurt flag tard. I don't work like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
When have I ever initiated a flag campaign on your channel?
I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do.
Even though you claim that you were going to send my information to homosexual dating sites, that you claim that I was David Sandlin from Ohio, that I'm a wife beater, that I'm a draft dodger. Of what war? I'm unclear.
You and your buddies sent my personal information all over fucking YouTube, all over like.
I never sent your personal information anywhere.
You sent my personal information.
I've never.
Murderer, terrorist, rapist, child molester that you could think of. You and your buddies did. That is on record. My buddies. I got their own mouth saying it on Skype.
That's
them. All conspired together on Skype, and you.
That's whoever did it, not me. That's not me.
You could think of, and you want to get on here and talk shit about me? Really?
I've never done any of that. I've never done any of that.
I don't
so I don't know why.
Did or not?
Well, then why can you hold it against me?
To do it. So it doesn't matter.
How can you hold it against me if I'm not the one that did it?
Oh,
because I associated one time with someone that hurt your feelings, all of a sudden now I'm responsible.
My feelings? Let me tell you something. How about if I get somebody to take something precious away from you, like you did my children?
I didn't do anything to your
I don't
children,
give a
Von Helton.
fuck. You helped them. You gave them aid and comfort, did you not?
What, I helped CPS? CPS took your kids because you're a
I don't
shitty
give a
dad.
fuck. If
It had
you
nothing to do with
motherfuckers
anybody
haven't
on
been calling
YouTube.
them all the goddamn time.
If anyone's dumb enough to believe that you lost your kids because of a video on YouTube, then they're as stupid as you.
I lost my kids because
You
I got
lost your kids
motherfuckers calling
because they
CPS
investigated
about that.
you. They investigated you and charged you with neglect.
They don't investigate.
That's what happened.
Nothing. They respond to calls.
And they investigate and make a decision
They don't
based on their
investigate
investigation.
He lost his kids because people like you do
No,
nothing but
that's
harass
not
They don't
true.
investigate,
Leave him to
really.
That's
alone.
bullshit. You guys are all full of bullshit.
No,
The
we're
state
not.
does not
Nothing
take
but
people's
harass this
kids.
man. You harass
I've
him
never
and
harassed
harass
this
him and
man. I've
harass
never phoned him. I've never forced him to watch any of my videos.
Yeah.
How have I harassed you,
If you never harassed
Ronald?
him, then how the
How
hell
have
do
I
you know
made
what
you
he
do
does?
anything?
If you never harassed him, then how the hell do you know what he does? You
Because
don't.
he posted online, you moron. Because he puts his life online.
How do you
That's
know?
why he lost his kids. Because he posted videos of
You know
himself
what? If I
neglecting
saw
his
you in
children.
person,
So maybe you should shut the
if
fuck
I saw
up
you
until
in
you
person,
know.
I would
You
beat
wouldn't do
your
shit.
fucking ass.
You wouldn't do shit because
You're
you're a fucking
129
bean.
pounds.
Yeah, really.
You
Give me
ain't
a
shit.
fucking break.
You
I
get broken in
would beat
half
your
if
ass.
we breathe on you the
Internet
wrong
tough
way.
guys.
Why don't
What
you
a
go to
surprise.
KFC and buy a fucking bucket
What a
of chicken,
surprise.
motherfucker?
Didn't you used to wear a ski mask or something? Fuck.
Where's the?
So anyway, Von,
Come on now, why can't we all just have a civil discussion? Let's have a civil discussion because I have a feeling that a lot of these people, like yourself, I'm sure you don't have any idea what's going on. You're probably new out here. You really don't know what's going on. So I kind of
Shut the fuck up and
you.
leave this man alone.
Yeah, civil discussion. Right.
What
yeah.
if I just teabag you? You fucking
Joshua,
beanpole.
what have I ever done to Von Helton?
I have a fever.
What have I done to Von Helton, Joshua, that's so evil that you're going to kick my ass? What
looking
have I
like
done?
Avatar. Oh, look at her. Look like Avatar.
Yeah, civil
Who said that?
Blue
Can somebody
screen.
Smile.
That's
Joshua.
Dr. Descent.
Joshua, what have I done to Von
Everybody's
Helton
Dr.
that is
Descent.
so evil that I deserve to have my ass kicked?
People like you do nothing.
No,
but
not
harass
people
the
like,
man.
not people like me, not people like
Oh my
me.
God.
What have I done? What have I? Please show me what I've
Yeah,
done.
because we
to
could easily
expose
say
you.
people like you suck
you.
dick.
Is that like a racial thing? Are you making fun of me?
No, people like you that go to prison suck dick, motherfucker. You bend over and take it up the ass.
Who are you talking to?
Sounds like projection to me.
But I'm
Yeah,
lost.
Talking to
Sounds like a little bit of projection on your part, bro.
I've actually never been to jail.
I'm lost.
I'm lost, dude. I don't know
Joshua's
what's going on.
talking to secular opinion.
I would like to welcome Don Shipley to the room. Don Shipley looking motherfucker over here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good new year, good 2014? I know I am.
I'm having a great New Year so far.
Yeah,
So far, it's been pretty good.
For now, you are, yeah. For now.
What's your resolution? You got a New Year's resolution, Vaughn?
What's my resolution is to appeal to Congress so that you fucking internet terrorists go to jail just like everybody else does when you harass the fuck out of people. That's what I.
Why do you call everybody a terrorist though? With such a broad brush, you know?
Look, dumbass, you don't gotta be a
Wait a minute,
terrorist
dude.
to blow a fucking building up. If you're striking
Who is this guy? Can we get rid of him? Because this guy's really just in the way. Can we just get rid of Avatar?
Individuals and families on the internet, you are a
Dude.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I bet,
Who the fuck is this
the
guy?
hardest day for you is Father's Day, motherfucker.
I'm not even sure what that means, but anyway, Vaughn, so you want to appeal to Congress to get the internet terrorist banned from the web permanently? That's your New Year's resolution?
That's right. I think you should be permanently banned. If you're going to get on the internet with the purpose of harassing and terrorizing others, you should lose your internet privileges for life. Yes.
Well, see, the way that you define terrorizing someone is just disagreeing with you.
Oh,
so if
yeah.
you disagree with Von Helton, then you're a terrorist.
Yeah, disagree.
Yeah,
Giving
absolutely.
out my personal information to murderers is a mere
Whoa.
Who did that?
You wait a minute now. You just said we got you on video saying that if you had Rolo here is real information, that you would give it to killers, murderers, and terrorists and all that. You're on video saying that, bro.
It's okay for you guys to do it, but it's
well,
not.
You're us. Yeah, who are you guys? I've never done anything with your personal information. Look, you're projecting this. You're projecting.
Privileged, right? You're privileged, motherfucker.
You're not listening, Vaughn. That's your problem. Your problem is, Vaughn, is you don't fucking listen.
To do it, right?
You got 2 ears.
For me to take your information and
one
put it
mouth.
on the internet.
Look, motherfucker, why don't you take your own opinion? Leave him alone. Leave Vaughn alone.
Right?
Shut the fuck
Show
up.
yourself.
God damn.
That's what
you can't even be a real man. Show yourself.
Christ, man. Look, all I'm saying, Vaughn, is this,
all
dude.
I'm saying is this.
Just because
and
motherfuckers disagree with you does not make them terrorists, dude. And here's the thing. You're talking about giving people's information to killers. No, I've never done anything with your personal information. You can't point to me or anybody that I fuck with and say that we've tried to harm you personally. That's just not true. That's just not true, bro.
Yeah, yeah, right.
That's not. We've disagreed with you. We poked a little fun at you, but it's been kind of just funny stuff, man. Now, there are people out there that have done this shit to you, but your problem is you want to say everybody does everything. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Everybody's different, man.
I'll tell you what, Dr. Descent, let's have a little flashback here.
That's not Dr. Descent. That's not Dr. Descent.
This is Dr. Descent.
Oh, it's Dr. Descent.
What does eject
We'll run with that shit.
Kenny KPZ then, whatever. Let's play a little flashback here. I'm waiting for my shit to load here.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Got mouse and there's a double.
On Elton Theater.
Hang on now, be quiet. Here, it's fine.
Sometimes, you know, the person like Vaughn, when he makes a rash decision or a quick move, and he's working in the heat of the moment, he doesn't calculate in the fucking failed blowback.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's a failed blowback where it fucking comes back in his face.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is
that's true.
Black Panthers are coming after him. That's what you're telling me. That's what I'm taking away from it. That's what I'm taking away from it, fellas. I don't know about you guys, but immediately, don't tell me how I got that. I don't. Immediately, I feel like the Black Panthers are involved. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it there. Oh my God! Come on, man! You gotta be kidding.
Now,
that's the clip that he played. That's the second time you played my content, Vaughn.
Now let me tell you.
I just want to. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you go.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! I'm
going
to tell you what.
I just want to make it clear that he never asked permission to play my material, my content live on his
hey, you mentioned my name, motherfucker. I'm allowed to play it. Now, let me tell you what the Kentucky State
I won't flag you.
Let me tell you what the Kentucky State Police said when I played it to them.
Yeah.
They said that it was a terrorist threat.
They did not.
They did so.
Prove it.
They did so, and I have their email to prove it.
All right, display your email.
Holy fuck, buddy, you're about a dense.
Okay, look, but Vaughn, do me a favor. Let the video play for 30 more seconds. Because if you let the video play, you will clearly hear someone say, now watch, Vaughn's going to use this and try to say that we're sick of the pencil, even though we're just joking. If you let the video play, that's clearly in the video. But he wants to deceive everyone and make it believe like everybody's coming down on Vaughn. Vaughn's the victim.
Nowhere was it said you were joking.
Victim.
You goddamn liar. Nowhere was that said. And
Vaughn.
In fact,
let it play then. Well, then let it play. Let it play then, Vaughn. Just let the video play.
We're not sending the Black Panthers. We're not sending it. And he didn't do
it. Actually, Vaughn, in my video that I put out after that, I did explain all that, but it shows that you just hear what you want to hear.
You
actually explained all that.
Secular opinion to shoot that Black Panther shit down, and you didn't.
Well, anybody with a brain in their head.
Not shoot it down, but you went on to say, yeah, Von Helton won't see it coming. Von Helton won't see it coming.
Take
a
breath.
Won't know what's going on.
This is getting nowhere. Listen.
Yeah, it's getting
We don't want you to have a stroke, bro.
Yeah, it's getting nowhere. Yeah.
Take a breath, man. Relax. It's all good.
Getting nowhere. Make the terrorist threat.
You didn't. But notice, though, he won't let the video play.
No, he won't play the whole content.
He won't play the whole video. That's how he deceives all you people. See? You guys come on here and you all want to yell at us. You all want to yell at us like we're terrorists and just jump on Bond's side. But this fucking beanpole avatar-looking motherfucker, for example, he don't know what the fuck's going on. He's just jumping on the Von bandwagon because he wants to be accepted. He wants
What
to be
does
cool.
this do?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's mute you for a minute, okay?
I'm
Here's
muting
the
my
thing.
nuts.
Here's the thing, okay? If I play the
Better
whole
off
thing,
being
then
skinny
you
than
go
fat,
and whine.
motherfucker.
You go whining to YouTube. He played my whole video. You gotta play.
Actually, Vaughn, when have I ever filed a flag or a claim against you ever?
Actually,
Never.
the reason I was able to
Never.
get your information,
Never.
motherfucker, is because
Ever,
you filed
ever.
a counterclaim against me.
Yes, yeah, counterclaim.
Yeah,
because
well,
you
I still
claimed
got
against
your info,
me.
didn't I? Still got your fucking info, didn't I? Which, by the way,
Which you're going to give the murderers and rapists.
YouTube now
That's right.
confirmed was fake. by
How
the
did
way.
YouTube never confirmed it was fake?
Yeah, then why did they cancel
Why
your
would they
fucking
tell
account,
you that?
motherfucker?
Because of the DMCAs, I can still counter and get my
They
account
got
back,
rid of
you
your
moron.
account because you
No. Did you go to my account and see the message? Did you actually go and see the
violated
message?
YouTube's terms of service.
No,
And
listen,
got your
that's not
goddamn
what the
account
message
back.
says. That's not what the message says, motherfucker. You should go over and check out my channel. It says that it was...
I'll
due
just
to
be outright lying.
Yeah, I know. It says because it's due to third-party copyright infringement claims by James Paul Von Helton, the whiny little faggot, butthurt bitch, because I called you out and made you look like
No,
a
you
moron.
didn't call me out
No.
on nothing.
Okay, let's debate. Let's debate. Let's
Buddies
debate
on
the
your
sun
channel
flip.
were
Let's do the
sitting
sun flip right
and
now.
scheming how to get me in trouble with
Let's
the
go-
law, or try to
let's
get
go
me
through every
killed,
one of my
or try to get
videos
my
then,
kids
Vaughn.
taken away, or try to get my wife in trouble.
I never did any of that.
No, you
Listen.
didn't have to. You just placated to the rest of
Listen, listen.
Oh,
You
here
guys
we
hear
go.
this? I didn't have to. Guys like me, my buddies, but never me.
Right.
And I've never once instigated a
Yeah,
flag
you should
campaign
never
against
be
you, Sean
implicated,
Von
even though
Helton.
it was your channel.
And I want to say for the record,
You
I
should
want to
never
say
be
for the record, if you'll let me say it, I want to say for the record on live in front of all your buddies here, that you can play any of my content. I will not run butthurt to YouTube and have you flagged. Because I
Right.
have better things to do with my fucking time than fill out these retarded reports.
Well, if
of
you
a
have better
ridiculous
things to do,
YouTube
then why are you making a fucking video about me every other time?
But they
Because
flagged
you're-
the shit out of our channel, though. I don't know how
When
many
was the
flags
la-
I've gotten from
do you
you and your little
realize-
Von Tarts
Yeah, I
on
know.
now.
Do you realize?
God.
Do you realize
This
the
guy
last
is-
time I made a video about you was like August, and before that was like I think
Dead weight.
March or some shit, Vaughn? Like really?
And that's supposed
Every
to
other day I'm making a video
How is that
because you
supposed to-
bullshit.
How many videos do I have of you, Secular Opinion? How many videos?
What?
do I have?
Well, Blog TV's not up anymore, but you had
How
tons
many
about me
videos?
over there.
Answer the question.
You
damn it.
talk
How
about
many
me in
videos?
tons of videos.
How many videos? do I
label
have
them.
about
You
You,
label
Dr.
them.
Descent, Kenny KPZ, or any
Oh,
of you? How
lots,
many
lots,
videos do I have of you?
lots.
Well, look at
Lots,
man,
'cause
come
you
on now.
label
Vaughn.
them one thing,
Videos.
and then
Answer
you
the
rant
goddamn
about us.
question. Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
answer the
55.
question.
55. There you go,
Can't
Vaughn.
answer the question.
There's 55
I have
videos.
0 hate videos. 0. Goose
There's
egg.
vi-
None.
there's
Nada.
There's
You know,
55
I don't
videos.
make hate videos.
There's
Now,
you
I have in
hate
the past-
you make
Hold
hate
on.
videos
Now, I
about
have in the
Muslims. You
past
make
made
hate videos
footage
about
videos,
Obama. You
admittedly,
make hate
but I do
videos
not
about
have
your
hate videos.
naysayers. You make hate
Okay.
videos about
Well, we're
anybody
getting
pretty much
nowhere
as
here.
brown,
We're
Mexicans,
getting nowhere.
Arabs.
Oh,
Look, I wanna hear a
okay,
story.
yeah, I'm such a racist, right? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, we've already
people
proven
are
you're
racist is the
racist.
one that point the finger, and you're pointing the finger at him.
That's
So
right.
therefore,
Oh
you're
shit!
racist.
Did you see what he said on the video, motherfucker? Did you watch it? Did you take a look at the video?
Yeah,
Well,
because
Why don't you
Obama
tell
is
everybody a
sitting there
story?
saying everyone's a racist if you don't like Obamacare with Pelosi
Yeah.
and Dirty Harry.
What about when he
Whoa,
called
wait
him
a
Albert?
minute. I hope you
This
don't
guy
own a
has no
gun,
idea.
first of all.
This guy has
Second of
no
all,
idea.
oh, wow. All right, relax,
Oh,
buddy.
I'm
No one's
just
going to make you do anything, man.
collectivist. You guys are collectivists.
Oh, boy.
That's all you are. You believe in the communist way, apparently.
Yeah.
If you
Oh.
believe in Obama, you believe in communism. And I'm not
Oh,
being
shit.
racist. I'm being truthful here.
Oh, I don't care about
Obama, man.
Obama.
communism.
And
Who
look,
cares
Hold on a
piece of
second.
Obama?
shit, Obama's not
Somebody-
even
We're
his
talking
real
about,
somebody
name.
had
we're talking about
that.
Von Helton calling
Do your
black
research.
people the N-word live on Google Hangouts.
Yes, and if you
We're talking about
Holy
Von
shit.
Helton saying that when black
watch
people
it
get
in
together in
context,
small groups, they go
I-
crazy and
reference
gut white
to
people.
reverse
We're
racism.
talking about Von Helton saying that black
I've heard-
people aren't
I've
concerned
heard-
with world
I've heard
events.
black people
That is
say
not
that
Shipley.
black babies should be
You gotta
killed.
take them out of context. Yeah,
They're not out of
Hold on,
context.
In
Whoa.
context, I was showing a reverse race.
Whoa.
You were not showing
But
shit.
you
You're changing your
edited
story.
it
I got tons of. Nobody edited
Whoa.
shit, Von.
Yeah,
You're making
nobody
this
edited
up.
Shit. Yeah.
Nobody
I need
edited
a cigarette.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, you don't
Look,
edit
man.
the videos.
First of all, everybody relax. No one's forcing you to like Obama. Relax. It's okay.
It's not
No,
gonna
there's
get you.
no one's talking about Obamacare. No one's a communist.
Right.
You know, no one's a collective. You know, just
No,
relax.
you're just all sheeple walking down to the get slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
So if you mean I contribute to society and don't live in my mother's attic, then yes, that's that. I guess that you could interpret it that way. But hey, it's cool, man. You can pretend to be Avatar and all that good shit. It's no worries. But why don't you tell everybody a little story, Vaughn, about the time you pulled the gun on me and threatened to kill me?
You
Tell everybody that
you've
story.
never done anything to Vaughn, but yet you came in here talking shit to him and then started in on me. And I never done anything to you until you started in on me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy
That's not
got
true.
his
Go back and
grandma
watch the tape. You're a
on
retard.
his chair?
Yeah, I said that. Absolutely. He's talking about shit he doesn't even know what he's talking about. This conversation really has nothing to do with him. Tell everybody the story of how you pulled the gun on me, Vaughn,
somebody
and
attacked
threatened to kill
one of my
Oh,
friends.
tell the class that story.
I never pulled a gun on you, motherfucker. I
Here we
never
go.
Yeah, you did a monograph show, and you told him to come to your front door, and you waved the gun around, so
somebody
you're gonna blow his
attacks
head
one of my
off.
friends, it has to do with
That's
me.
right.
So
Are
we
you
can't
still
call
talking
out
to me
someone
this whole
for
time?
threatening our lives.
Jesus.
Are you serious, man? We can't confront someone who threatens our lives.
Yeah, he could pull a gun and threaten to kill me, but if I make a video pointing it out, I'm the internet terrorist.
Vaughn has never
We
made a
can't-
video.
Come on.
It's Von Helton. We can't touch Von Helton because it's this guy's friend.
It's ridiculous.
You get off.
It's
You
retarded.
two get off at making Vaughn's life a living hell. Leave him alone.
Both sides
I'm sorry.
of the
I'm so
story,
sorry that
and
Von Helton gets
And this
butthurt when he gets
bald-ass
called
motherfucker
out.
You
over
better be
here.
sorry, Secular. You're a
I'm
buzzkill
so
too.
sorry.
Damn, dude. You and your little friend.
So sorry that Von Helton gets butthurt when people call him out when he bullshits. But that's just the way life is.
But
You
I'm
put
so
yourself
sorry
into the
that you
public
couldn't send him
forum.
an email
You're
and you have to
so-
come on
Well,
here
I
and
can't
run
because-
a broadcast.
You have no idea. This has been going on for a long time.
I know, and you
Whatever your
always
name
ruin
is, I don't.
everything.
I don't
Since
we
Bob,
ruined
you
everything.
you
Are you
ruined
kidding me?
everything.
What would you do without us?
I'm curious.
Yeah, really. The reason he's leaving us, letting
Why you
us
guys
stay
been
here.
following me around like a little lost puppy for years?
The
and years
reason
and years?
he's letting
What's
us
up with
stay
that
here is
shit,
because
man?
this is going to get
You
him
guys want my
views.
body or something?
You guys
Look,
all
man.
realize that, right?
Look,
The reason
we
that he's
go
letting
where
this
the
go
milk
on.
is.
Yeah, they want my body, Candy. That's what it is. That's what it's all about.
We just go wherever where the Lulz cows go. We are
Anyways.
Lulz farmers. I'm sorry.
These motherfuckers been following me for fucking.
You wouldn't even know what the hell to do on a fucking farm, you fat piece of shit.
That's what it is.
You never even had a good physical day's work in your
Who's
life.
mumbling?
I don't know who's doing mumble.
blocked me and I blocked you and you
Oh,
kicked
somebody's
me and
playing
I
the
kicked
actual
you and it's
story.
Brandon.
a big pile of fun. But man, in my personal opinion,
It's really low.
Yeah, it's really annoying
the
too.
fact that made the video, personal opinion, was just
There we go. There, we took care of that.
my opinion. He was making commentary.
You kicked the wrong guy.
I must have taken the wrong guy. Okay, that's all right.
it was
We got-
Brandon.
get rid of it.
Von wonders why he makes enemies.
Disagree with
There we go. All right, that
There.
got rid of it.
You got
Eric
it.
was annoying too.
There, that got rid of that. Now, let's see. Let's find out.
Let's
why
stick to
you guys
one thing. Let's stick to one thing at a time, Von. Let's
For
deal with one thing
years,
at a time.
Secular. For years, Secular. You've been
How many
making
years?
videos
You
about
said
me.
on
For
your last name.
years,
Stop for
Secular.
a sec.
You've been
Holy
making
Jesus.
videos about me. What?
Right.
You want my body?
Stop.
Are you willing to have sex with me, Secular? Come on, let's
keep
be honest.
asking me. You
Let's
keep
be
asking me
honest.
if I'm gay.
Can't stop. Won't
Let's
stop.
be
First of
honest.
all,
I mean,
come
you've
on.
been following around and a 50-year-old
Listen,
man
well, if you
living out in
stop-
the woods,
Secular, are you
bothering
Canadian?
nobody. And I
Stop.
have to wonder why you've been following me for
Stop.
years and years and years. You Facebooked my wife. We've
I
got
never
you on
Facebooked your wife.
We've got you on
I
Facebook.
never
Did you
Facebooked
guys
your
get that on
wife.
record?
You do not. You do
We've
not.
got proof that
No,
you
you
were
don't.
stalking my wife on
If you would
Facebook.
stop for a
We've got
second, I would
proof that Mark
explain
Cronin
this.
was stalking my
If
wife
you
on
would
Facebook.
stop
Oh, this
for
is
a
the guy
second.
that added me
No,
as a
it's-
friend on Facebook that I had to delete that got me banned from, that where Vaughn and his wife had to ban me because of you.
That's correct.
Not because of me. He's
because of you, and I didn't know about this. Because I didn't know about this before.
Vaughn kicked you out of his group because you had the wrong friend.
I didn't. Well, I knew that people were trolling him, but I didn't know who.
And you don't think that that's Vaughn's problem and not yours? Are we 12 years old?
I think that's funny.
Are we 12 years old, Vaughn?
People should be able to have whatever friends they want.
It's my
fault.
By the friends of friends thing.
But backing it up. Vaughn, I'm going to actually correct you for a sec. The other night on your hangout that I seen where your wife claimed that I added her to a circle, and you said, yeah, on Facebook, and you went off about Facebook. That was Google+. I invited you and Andrea to my hangouts and my circles.
That's
because I said in a video.
That's not what we were discussing. We were talking about Facebook.
It was so. Your Mouse or Andrea or whatever her name is, she said he added me to a circle. I never, ever contacted either one of you on Facebook ever in my life.
Are you Canadian?
Yes, I am.
He's Canadian.
That's where you're getting the gay sense from.
Von Helton admitted it. Von Helton just admitted I'm Canadian. Thank you. God, I'm glad we settled that.
No, you admitted it yourself.
Because you gave the wrong information.
No, that's not true, Vaughn. I made a video showing you I was Canadian, and what did you do? You flagged it. See, this is what he does. Listen to this. This is what this guy does.
eBay.
No,
don't tell me shit.
I can tell when he says out.
Yeah, out, about. Listen. Von Helton made a video. I hadn't made a video about this guy in like 6 months. He made a video saying that I was not Canadian out of the blue. Okay, and he goes off on Vaughn Live, and people are showing me this. So I made a video proving I was Canadian, and he flags the fucking thing to try to get my account down. This is the kind of sinister shit this fucking goofball plays.
And how long ago was this?
I don't know, like 3 months ago.
And you're still hung up over it?
No, I'm not hung up on it. I'm showing you what a douchebag the guy is. He comes up here and plays.
If you're such a douchebag, then why the hell did you
kicked Candy off Facebook? He kicked Candy off Facebook.
But you don't understand. If you were on my friends list, if people have set to certain settings, the friends of friends can see things, and you would still, if you were stalking him, you would have been able to see his activity.
Obviously I wasn't stalking him because I've never contacted him.
Well, I didn't know, and I knew he had been trolled from YouTube and from Blog TV, but I didn't know it was you in particular.
But Candy.
Who in particular?
Not even
Candy,
that, but
I'm trying to
also
tell you, Candy, it doesn't
these
hurt
guys
my
been
feelings.
harassing him.
Dude, I cried for days,
well.
and because of you, so you owe me an apology, Secular.
Oh, I'm sorry, Candy, that you were hurt by being my friend on Facebook.
The wrong context.
Okay, then.
So, Secular, why have you been following me for years and years and years? I think you want my body, man.
Are you ready?
You want my body, don't you? Come on, let's be honest. It's time to come out of the closet, Secular.
Okay, I'll just let Vaughn rant for a minute, because it's actually more fun to watch him rant. Just go ahead and rant, Vaughn.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest. See, normal people...
See, he's not done yet.
When they find somebody they disagree with, they don't stalk them on Facebook or stalk them on YouTube or stalk them on Blog Live or Blog TV. What they do is they block them and they move the fuck on. They don't sit there and make video after video after video about them.
Well, wait a minute. That's not what you do, though. That's not what you do. If you don't like what the government does, you make fucking videos about them because you don't like what they're talking about, right? Right? It's freedom of speech. Wait a minute now. Hold on.
Videos of Dr.
Wait a minute now.
It's not what the government is doing.
Whoa.
Protect the people from the people.
How many videos of these clowns do I have?
You guys would have to absolutely be retarded not to understand this.
I have none.
You're telling us to do something you yourself don't do.
No.
Yes, you do.
I mean, it's retarded.
Excuse me a sec. Von Helton, you rant about us. You rant about us in almost every one of your videos.
Retarded means to stop.
Do you understand, Von Helton? You rant about us in the middle of almost every one.
And who started it?
It doesn't matter who started it.
Oh, it has to start from something. So yeah, it very well does matter. Because if it didn't matter, then you wouldn't be here right now.
Candy,
that's right.
Candy. You seem like a nice person. Let's talk real here. Can I just talk to Candy for a second? Can I just reach out to Candy?
Yeah, Candy's a nice person, all right.
Everybody likes Candy.
Between your eyes.
I don't think Candy would do that to me.
Yeah, sure she wouldn't. She's sweet.
Why? Because I hurt your feelings? Are you gonna shoot me, Candy? Because Von Helton's feelings got hurt?
No, but I'm gonna shoot the rabbits that are trying to eat my food in the garden.
Oh, that's alright.
Take some rabbits too.
Awesome, Pepper. I eat rabbit. Have you ever ate rabbit, Vaughn?
Of
You're in
course I've
Kentucky,
ate
you must
rabbit. I've ate rabbit, squirrel, possum.
Real Brunswick stew.
Do you hunt, Vaughn?
Yes,
Do you
I
actually
hunt.
hunt?
Yes, I hunt. I live in the woods, for fuck's sake.
No, I just never hear you ever talking about hunting. That's all.
Why? It should be a given, shouldn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you're too busy trolling him than worrying about trying to get to know him and what he does.
I don't troll Von Helton.
You don't troll.
You don't troll.
197 Von Helton videos. But this
No,
guy ain't
that's
trolling
not
me.
true. That's actually not true, Vaughn.
You think of all the years that
Don't worry,
you've
kids. You'll get there.
been doing
You'll
this, you
get
would
there.
know that he likes to hunt or not.
Well, you know, he never. That's the thing. He never ever
197
talks
Von
about it.
Helton videos, but he ain't trolling me.
No,
Ken.
that's actually not true. I don't have that many Von Helton videos.
Well, you did until I
You
got
got a
your
lot.
internet down.
No, well, actually, I'm re-uploading them all
Yeah,
to my
I know,
new
and
channel.
I
by the
know
way.
you're watching YouTube, right?
For what?
But I mean, let's be
What?
fair, Vaughn. You do say some pretty outlandish shit. You know what I mean?
Let's stop for a second. No, I just
I
want to
mean,
hear.
come on, man.
Stop for a second. I want to hear what are you
They
gonna?
banned you, and now you're circumventing their ban by creating another account.
Well, they let me make a new account, and I'd upload all the content that you lost on your claims.
You can go out and
they
buy
did-
Anybody make
my
an account,
my
get them their
videos.
email.
Excuse me. Hello?
Excuse me. Von Helton, there was a bunch of videos of me poning your ass on all your scientific and absurd claims that they allowed to stay because
I
they're
can get on
within
the
fair
internet and
use.
Dress up in a pink tutu. That doesn't give you the right to harass me over it.
I'm not
Well, see,
harassing
here's
you.
where we have a problem, you guys. Hold on now. You are saying that you're scientifically debunking his claims, and he's taking that as harassment. So if
Yeah.
you guys want to know how this all started, you guys want to know where this all comes from, you need to look at Vaughn, because he
Yes,
feels like he has the right to get on the internet and say whatever he wants to
He does.
and make any outlandish. Yeah, he does. He absolutely.
does have
But
the
let me finish my statement. He thinks he has the right to do that while no one can say anything about it. No one's allowed to debunk him with actual real science or facts, or it's harassment.
I don't
so
believe
that's where it
that. I
started
believe
from.
it's the approach that you take when you're trying to do that. You're trying to use it as a way to attack him rather than say, hey, look, this is what I found, different.
Oh, so now you well,
No,
well, so
if you
I
do
mean,
that,
isn't it
yeah,
called being
wait a minute
courteous
now.
instead of trying to use something, oh, no, you're wrong.
Well, that's
oh, this and
subjective.
that.
That's for you to determine
But
based on
yeah.
your own style and the way
No,
you do
it's
things.
me
Now,
to
you're
determine
not
as a
based on-
woman
Well, then
to say
you're-
that
well,
your
then-
mother should have taught you such mannerism.
The
Right.
point is,
You
the
couldn't
point is,
even
look,
possibly make that assumption based off a video off the
Look
internet.
here.
Give me
Look
a
here.
break.
Look here.
That's
No,
crazy. That's
we can
that's
get
outrageous.
that
Look,
from
let's
the way
bring
you
some
talk and
sanity
the way
to
that
this
you're coming off
conversation.
people.
Let's bring some sanity to this conversation. Let's not get into the nitty gritty here. Let's just stick to one thing at a time because it's getting all crazy here.
Mm-hmm.
No one has ever said, at least not. I can only speak for myself. I've advocated for Von Helton's right to express whatever opinion he sees fit in a public forum. But my point is that when you do express said opinions and go so as far as try to claim that you have scientific backing, which is wrong, behind your points, that's fine, but it's going to be open to criticism, and it's my right to criticize Von Helton.
Now,
And if I do it within rules and confines, listen, and then you can respond. You can respond.
Internet police. Who tell me?
Wait.
No, no one
You can
designates
criticize
anybody to
the
do it. They have the
idea,
right
not
to do it.
No one.
I want to
Wait a
finish
minute,
my statement.
You
I
criticize
wanna
the
finish.
government. You criticize other YouTubers now. Come
Government
on.
is not an individual.
Government should be
It doesn't matter.
Listen. All I'm saying is, if you go into the public forum, these aren't private videos, these are public videos, and you state, admittedly by your own admission, controversial opinions and statements, then I have the right to counter that and back it up with evidence, which I did. It might hurt your feelings, but that's not harassment. I have never phoned your
It's
house.
not
I've
terrorism.
never made you watch my videos. You have the power to not watch my videos if they offend you so much to show that you are wrong. That's all there is to it, Von Helden.
Well, there's a problem. With that.
You perpetuated this whole.
There's not. There's no problem with that.
Okay, who was the one that took the pictures of Vaughn's children and made their own videos and trying to teach Vaughn how to quote unquote parent? Was that you or someone else?
That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with Vaughn's kids or anything like that.
Because somebody had taken his video from his own YouTube.
Well, no, there's people that showed CPS, whatever you guys call it down there.
They illegally
his videos, but so what? So what? If you saw someone...
Admittedly, there are people who have crossed the line.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's real trolls. Don't get me wrong. Von Helden has real trolls. Like, he has people that are assholes that have phoned his house at 4 in the morning and fucking done rude shit to him. And I've talked about all this in my videos. I'm about the only naysayer, quote, hater, naysayer, troll who actually has made multiple videos saying I don't agree with calling Von Helden a pedophile. I've actually made those videos.
So I didn't know if all of that stuff was just you.
Yeah, Von Helden. It was not me. It was never me, man. Von Helden still continues to say that I call him a pedophile and that I'm a terrorist. Like, I mean, he takes something that someone did 8 years ago. The other day on his Hangout, he said, I've been doing this for 10 years. YouTube wasn't even around 10 years ago.
I'm talking
I didn't even know who Von Helden was in 2007.
Now, see, there you go, taking what I said out of context again.
That's what you said in your Hangout. That's what you said in your Hangout.
You should clarify what you say if you're going to say it. Clarify.
I was broadcasting 10 years ago.
Following me since the days of Delphi forums. But see,
that's not me.
What I say out
that's
of context.
Not me, Von Helden. Again. That's nothing to do with me. You said Secular Pinhead has been at this for 10 years harassing me, the fucker. No, you never said and his friends, and I don't have any friends that have been
that could be any damn buddy. And friends.
Who's my friend?
Just make some shit up. You know?
What, someone who subscribed to me on YouTube?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
because they commented on my video, they're my friend now.
People that don't want you making these ponage videos of me, or really they're hater videos, but you call them.
They're not hater videos. How are they hater videos? Because you say you said the sun. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. You said the sun flipped in 7 seconds. I showed the NASA logs of them recalibrating their photography equipment on the satellite. That it was 7 hours, and that you misread the frame of film. And you call that a hater video. You actually made a public blog video playing my content, calling me a fat fucker, a 400-pound moron. Okay, live on blog because I corrected you because you read the fucking time-elapse on the side wrong. And now I'm an internet terrorist. Come on, Von Helden.
Yes, terrorizing my family would make...
I never
That's the truth. See, he goes right back to that.
Terrorize your family. I've never talked to your family in my life.
I don't care. Your videos are out there. Your videos are out there
showing you that you're a moron.
Any murderer, child molester,
and you don't have to like it.
Can go watch your videos.
I hope you kids learned something in here tonight. That's all I can say. I hope the rest of y'all hanging out in here learned something tonight. That's what I hope.
Does that mean you're leaving? Goodbye.
Pretty soon I will have to leave. Unlike y'all, I actually have jobs.
I keep seeing this thing that says eject, but it doesn't work. I can hit ignore.
Yeah. Well, trust me, it's no picnic talking to you either, so. Gotta be honest with you about that.
So let me.
But unlike y'all, like I do have to go here in a minute because I do have a job. So.
Right.
You guys should try that sometime. It's really good for you. You know.
Dead end job is what you got.
Dead end. Oh yeah. Like you would know. Maybe one day I'll make a little video just for you, Vaughn. How about that?
Doing pretty good. Oh, that's right. You all.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember those days, Vaughn.
Yeah, you all said, "Hey, I got references, motherfucker. I got references. I won't let you guys."
I've seen the videos,
Vaughn. Because you'll call them up and run them off.
You were in the same trailer doing the same thing, but it's all good, man.
Yeah. So.
That's what it is.
So what?
I hope you guys learned something tonight, though, about hypocrisy and idiocracy. So, with that being said, fuck off.
Bye. See ya. Don't let the door hit you in the ass if you leave.
He came back from the dead, Vaughn, just to talk to you. I think that's worth something.
Yeah, but you guys don't lie, right? Oh, let's see. Forrest Jameson's dead. Kenny KPZ is dead. Yeah, you guys don't lie, do you?
Well, that has nothing to do with me.
You got that high moral ground going.
What does that have to do with me, Von Helden? That has nothing to do with me. Those are different people.
There's a word, okay? It's called enabler. Have you ever heard?
And how do I enable Forrest Jameson?
What do you mean? How do you enable him? What do you mean? How do you?
I haven't even talked to the guy in months.
You all are sitting there talking trash about me. How the fuck do you mean you ain't enabling him?
What? Because I was in a hangout once with him or something? He's never been in my hangouts. What are you talking about?
You don't have the power to kick people out of your Google Hangout? Wow, that's amazing.
Forrest has never been in my. Forrest Jameson has never been in my hangout.
If somebody come into my Google Hangout,
Vaughn, you're delusional,
I want to call the Black Panthers and send them out to somebody's house. I would have
I never said. No,
I would have kicked them out of the room. I would have kicked them out of the fucking room.
You're over the. It's the tipping point, Vaughn. You're over the deep end, man.
You couldn't bring yourself to use the kick button.
I think you're watching videos that aren't even on the screen, man.
But you know what it is, guys? His kick button doesn't work. Mine does, but his don't. Maybe that's.
I think when Vaughn watches YouTube videos these days, the monitor ain't on. If you know what I'm saying, because he ain't seeing what the hell's out there. I don't know. You just seem to be making this up as you go.
Maybe his kick button doesn't work. Maybe that was it.
Forrest Jameson you're making jokes for secular. That wasn't even funny.
Whatever. Listen, Forrest Jameson was never in my hangout. I don't know where you're getting that from. I'd love you to show me the hangout.
The point is.
That's what you just said. That's what you just said. So were you lying? Were you just lying? Were you just making it up? Were you just mistaken? It's okay to be wrong, Von Helden. If you were just mistaken, just say, I made a mistake, and I'll say, hey, no problem. No problem. Just admit you made a mistake.
Talk. Let Von Helden talk.
Right. You can't take the high moral ground. Sorry, you can't do it. You cannot take the high moral ground. You said these people were dead. They were not dead.
I never said they were dead. I never said they were dead.
And it was a lie.
Now he's saying I said it again. I never said anybody was dead.
You never said Kenny KPZ was dead?
No.
Would you like me to play back your Google Hangout to prove you wrong?
Yeah, sure.
I can't do it right now, unfortunately, because I'd have to find some bitch, but I know you did.
Holy crap, that was weird as hell. Everything got like all metallic-y sounding.
Say what?
Everything like got all really metallic-y sounding for me.
Yeah, I've got some lag in my I guess in my internet modem or something, and it makes it sound like mechanical, robotish. Like
that was weird.
yeah, that's just it's lag in my modem. I gotta call the company and thank you, baby. I gotta call.
Lagging?
I gotta.
Hey, what's shaking, Mousy?
The internet.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, get the Mountain Dew into you. That's really popular down there in Kentucky, isn't it? Holy shit! Every time I see a video from Kentucky, there's like a Mountain Dew truck in the background or some shit.
Yep. Mountain Dew sells really well down here. Yes, it does. That's true.
You know what my favorite Mountain Dew is? It's the blue one.
It tastes like Skittles.
Now, Von Helden, I just want to get this out here too. Come on now, Von Helden. You got to admit you've gotten a kick out of some of my videos. I've watched you watch some of my videos, and a big fat smile cracked on your face, and you chuckled a few times. Come on, you got to admit it. Even your wife favorited some of my videos.
No, my
remember
wife
that? That was a good night. Yeah, she did. Remember?
No, she did not.
Yeah, I still got that video because you freaked that night. You went back and checked her computer and made her delete them and stuff. It was me and Kenny KPZ on her YouTube. Lister, what is it? Lister09?
No, she did not.
Yeah, you caught her. She had a couple of my videos favorited. I swear
Maybe
to God.
to show him what she had found.
Yeah, she probably did show me what
she loves them.
So she could go back to it.
Right.
Oh yeah. I bet she did go back to it. She probably went back to it lots.
That's usually the way you favor stuff so that you can go back and look at it later. That's probably what you done.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that doesn't mean she approved of what you said, dummy.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean she favored it to say she liked it. She favored
I'm saying I've watched
to show what she had found to her husband.
Right, that is a valid point. Now listen, I'm just saying I've watched Vaughn watch my videos, and he even cracked a smile and chuckled a little bit. You got to admit that, Vaughn.
No, I haven't.
Come on. Yes. No, do you realize your subscribership went up like almost doubled when I started making videos about you?
Name the video.
I'm sure that didn't escape you.
Name the video.
But the point is, Vaughn, is a couple times see I've corrected you, and then you just say, well, that's not the point, and you go on to the next thing. And what I'm saying, it's okay to be wrong sometimes. It's not nailing you just for being wrong, but you can just say, okay, I was wrong, I take that back, and I would say, no problem, man, and then we go on to the next thing. Yeah, I'm not an evil guy, but you just won't let it go, man. Like, you just won't admit that you're in the wrong.
Because you won't let it go. You've been
what am I not letting go?
Now.
How many
You've been
years?
on my ass for years.
10 years, you said. 10 years.
I don't know how many years you personally have been doing it, but
you
see,
know, everybody,
going all the way back to Delphi
That shit
Forum.
was since 2008.
What?
Well,
what,
I've been
Blog
on,
TV?
I
That
was
was
YouTube.
just
Actually, I was on YouTube
like a year ago.
before my Von Helton account. Briefly.
You were on like JTV too, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been on a lot of different stuff, actually.
Also, Stickam.
I don't
Yeah, Stickam.
Rash or something.
Yeah,
I
I never bothered with Vaughn back on Stickam much. I talked to him a couple times. He doesn't even remember me. I never really bothered with him.
I got banned from Stickam to the point where I literally had to buy a new computer in order to make a new email address, because any email address that I made new didn't work because I was on the computer.
Right.
Hey Vaughn, have mouse check your Skype.
What?
All right.
Have mouse check your Skype.
Now, do you remember Candy?
Yeah,
Candy.
Your Skype or my Skype?
Her Skype.
Candy, do you remember Carbon from Stickam? Do you remember that troll Carbon that used to always wreck Stickam?
There's a message on her Skype.
On my Skype?
No, on her Skype.
Oh.
I'm suffering from a migraine.
Do I know who?
I asked if you remembered Carbon from Stickam. He was an asshole troll that used to fuck up Stickam all the time. He used to like.
No, I've never heard of that person.
Oh, he used to mess it up big time. See, that guy's a troll.
I talk to British people on there mostly.
Oh.
And Bluntress and.
I remember Von Helton though, before he even had the NWO room. I remember he used to hang out in Jesus Freak's room. And I remember the day Von Helton, that Jesus Freak said, Von Helton, I think you're getting popular enough, you should go make your own Stickam room. And you went and made the NWO UFO room. That was a glorious day in Von Helton history, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then you trolls come along and ruin it.
I think I went in there twice.
I didn't say you specifically.
No, you said you trolls, so you lumped me in with a group again.
Yeah.
I'm not a troll.
Well, that's where you belong.
That's where you
Trolls
belong.
belong lumped together.
Oh, so you're a bigot too.
You are a troll. What the fuck do you think?
Do you not understand the meaning of bigot? You cannot call.
Okay, you explain. Someone who generalizes and stereotypes and is prejudiced against someone. Bigots doesn't have to do with
Honey,
just religion.
it would be really religion or sex or. You know,
yeah, you
can't
discriminated
use
against me and made a stereotypical judgment against me and showed prejudice.
You're
That's
in a whole
bigotry.
different territory,
You're
honey,
and
you
bigot.
are what you are. And when you do something trolling, that makes you a troll.
So calling somebody a troll is prejudice?
There's
Yes, it is.
It's not prejudice. It is not even hate crime for me to call somebody a troll.
I didn't say it was a hate crime. I'm not Von Helton here. I'm not going to start getting all butthurt and crying that you're a terrorist just because you disagree with my opinion. That's fine. I mean, I don't hold it against you. I'm just saying I just got lumped into a group of people that I don't even associate with once again. And then just moves on to the next point. Well, on to the next point.
You've never done trolly things?
Like what? Like what?
I'm asking you. That was a question.
No, do you have a Bible? I would swear on it for you.
You've never trolled me, Secular. You've never made
Well,
me...
I don't even know what you mean by troll. Like, what have I done? What have I done that's trolled you, Von Helton?
I think he means by the nature of your videos.
Oh, it doesn't the nature of my videos. Just because he's butthurt doesn't mean it's troll.
He knows what it means.
He
He's
might
just
not
going around and
because
trying to avoid
Von
the
Helton has a
obvious
different
answer that I
definition
was
of
going
troll
to
than
give
everybody
him.
else.
Hey,
Von
look
Helton
what
has
you're
a
doing
totally
right now.
different.
Secular.
I'm not
Look what you're doing
disagreeing
right
with.
now. You're in his room trolling
Disagreeing
him,
with. No, I'm not trolling.
causing
Disagreeing and
trouble.
confronting
Any
somebody
act
is
of
not
trolling
trolling.
would inevitably make you
Just
a
because it
troll.
hurts your feeling doesn't mean it's trolling. I'm sorry. Just because I'm sitting here disagreeing and
You might want to
confronting
look
him
up the definition of
doesn't
troll,
mean
honey.
Are you in
it's
here?
trolling.
If you don't like
Trolling
Vaughn,
isn't just when you get your feelings hurt.
And I know
Secular.
Google
If you don't
is
like
easily
Vaughn,
accessible.
then why are you in here?
now.
If you don't like him, then why the hell are you in his chat?
I admitted that.
Lee,
Why do you
Leave
think?
now,
No, I'm
fucker.
not leaving.
Yeah, no.
I'm asking Von
You're
Hill some
both
questions and he's
particular.
backpedaling, and
We
he's
were all,
letting
like,
all you
having
guys do the fighting
conversation.
for him because he's
My
a pussy.
And you
feelings
kinda
are so
like-
hurt that actually
He is a pussy. He's got to let everybody else do the talking for him while he sits there butthurt like a 12-year-old.
You won't even let him talk. So who are you want to say anything?
Andy, don't get all butthurt. Don't get all butthurt, Andy. Okay, go ahead, Von Helden, rant. Here's your soapbox.
It's not a matter of ranting. It's a matter of the fact that, you know, you
But I proved you wrong on every point tonight. Go
sit
ahead.
there and make it seem like your videos are so fucking important to me. Did you know that people
I never.
actually have
Obviously,
to
they
send-
were if you were going around flagging
Did you
them,
know-
getting all butthurt about videos from like 3 years ago.
Did you
still
know
rant about it?
people have to give me the link that usually I don't even know you made a
That's
video
not
from?
totally
And
true,
somebody
Von.
has to
Because
give me the
remember,
link, and
because
then
remember
tell
the
me,
video.
yeah, Secular made
Remember the
another
video you
about
made
it.
where you complained that
So
I was
I'm going
featured on your
for it.
YouTube because you kept hitting my channel. Do you remember that? You
What?
made a video complaining that YouTube was featuring me. But what it was
They
is every
were
time you
featuring
logged in,
you.
they
I got
suggested my
butthurt over
channel
it
to
because
you
were
because you
making
kept
197 fucking
visiting.
videos about me.
No, because you kept visiting my channel, so I kept coming up in your recommendations because you wouldn't leave my channel alone.
Doesn't
And then you
matter.
got mad at me and
It
made a
doesn't
video
matter.
and said
When
it
it
was
says
YouTube and
you're
me
featured up there,
conspiring
then
together, and they were
that's what-
featuring me to you. That's what
I
you
don't
claimed
care.
in your video.
Still
You don't
featured.
care. That's moronic.
No,
You
it's
actually
not
believe that
wrong.
I'm paid by YouTube. You even said I was a member of the Canadian Space Agency at one point. You said that I was
You
paid by
said
the
that.
American.
You
You said
made
I
that.
never said that.
You made that claim, and you also
You
claimed
made the claim I wasn't even Canadian. You said that I was a draft dodger.
some sort
Okay,
of,
let's
some
stick
sort
to
of
that for a sec. Just a
Canadian
sec. Just a
government
sec.
official or some
While
shit.
I got you here, Von Helm, while I got here, I gotta ask you, man, because this might be a once in a lifetime opportunity. To get
Oh, this is a once in a lifetime thing.
Listen. Just hear me out, then. Just hear me out, buddy. Listen, Von. You claim that I was a draft dodger. First of all, you claimed I went to high school with you, and you realize I'm like at least 12 years younger than you. But anyways, you claim that I'm a draft dodger, and I moved to Canada to avoid the draft. And I want to
How
know
would I
what
know
fucking
different?
war was I
How would I know
avoiding?
different?
What
How would I know
what
any
war
different?
was I avoiding? Because I don't remember a draft.
Holy shit! What
in the time
war?
I've been-
There's been tons of wars. The Gulf
What draft? What
There's been-
draft?
there's
The
all kinds of
draft.
things.
The draft. What draft did I
There could
supposedly
be
avoid?
Panama. There could be Desert Storm 1. One of those two.
I mean, there's a bunch. There's been a bunch of wars that you could
That they
have.
actually drafted? There was like a nationwide
Yeah.
draft that I avoided?
Everybody has to sign up for selective service. That is the law.
Okay, but
Everybody has
I don't
On your
know. I'm asking.
On your
Listen.
18th birthday, you have
Yes.
to go to the post
Yes.
office and sign
Yes.
up
That's
for
right.
the draft.
I know. I understand that. But just bear with me, guys. I'm not trolling. I'm not American, right? So I don't know all the fucking ins and outs here. I understand that, but I'm not talking about that. He claimed that I was a draft dodger, that I avoided a war
Well, if
and
you
moved
was
to
old as me,
Canada. No, listen.
if you
I'm
was old
just
as me, you
asking.
Probably could have.
I'm just asking, honestly.
You
I'm
could
just
have.
asking,
You're as old
what
as
war,
me.
Vaughn, what war did I supposedly avoid?
Panama.
It could
I'm
have
not
been
a
any of
ward
them.
of the draft. But it could have been claimed that I'm a draft dodger. So I want to know what war was it that I, from you, Von Helden, not what could have been. I want to know what war
I
did
don't
I
know.
avoid.
I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
He was probably quoting something that you had
No, he was
said out
not.
of your
Don't
ass
say.
way.
Listen. No, he didn't. Don't make
Logical
excuses.
explanation for
Don't
everything,
make,
darling.
Yeah, like he's a bullshitter that he makes shit up. He can't even account for it right now because he can't keep up with his own bullshit. You guys ever entertain the possibility that Von Helden makes shit up? Like, do you really believe that he was Black Ops and that he's a reincarnation of the Punisher and he traveled around America liberating fucking prostitutes? Dude, I know the guys you went to school with. I went to school with. I know people you went to school with.
Secular. He doesn't think that he is the Punisher. What he means
Yes,
by that is
I have videos
out.
of him saying he does think
Let
he's
me
the Punisher.
tell my story. We had a guy that lived on the streets of Hamilton, Ohio. We had a guy that lived on the streets of Hamilton, Ohio as a beggar.
Okay.
All right? You know what? When he died, you know what we found out about him? We not only found out that he worked for the CIA, but we also found out that he was a multimillionaire many times over. But yet he was living on the streets of Hamilton, Ohio as a fucking beggar.
Good for him. I'm asking about you.
You're not getting this, are you? You're not.
But
getting
that doesn't mean anything about that guy. That doesn't prove you were a fucking black ops special agent in the 80s. Even though I produced video evidence showing that you weren't a black ops officer in the 80s, and you flagged it down.
Because he was living on the streets as a beggar.
Well, people laugh at you because you're a liar.
I haven't lied about a goddamn thing.
You haven't lied about a goddamn thing? Oh, Von Helton, is that why you flagged all the videos of me showing you
I haven't lied about my personal past. But then by the same token, I haven't shared all my personal past either. Because frankly, it's none of your goddamn business. And I'm telling you right now,
I would agree with that, Von. I would agree that the smartest thing you could do is not put your personal information on the internet. And I've always told you that.
I have an idea. If by some miracle the Canadian Border Authority will actually let me cross the fucking border,
does that have to do with the 16-year-old that you brought down from Canada? Isn't that why you're not allowed to cross the border, Vaughn? Isn't that the real reason?
In front of a barrister.
Because I have audio of you talking about that.
If the barrister agrees that you have the right to sit there and harangue me and make all kinds of false accusations against me.
I never made. What was false against you? What accusation have I ever made that was false?
I'm a murderer.
I know. I said tonight I made videos that you're not a pedophile.
Right.
We already talked about that.
Right.
I made multiple videos saying you weren't a pedophile. See, now he's blaming me for calling him a pedophile again. He just makes it up as he goes along.
I just make it up. Yeah, I just make it up. Get on my ass, right?
Why is it so important to you what Vaughn thinks? Why do you have to
Good question.
Keep at it? I mean, why is it so important
because
to you?
He's a lulz cow. Look at the guy. He takes this so seriously. Like he actually thinks the Black Panther.
You must really value his opinion a lot, then.
No, I think he's a moron. He's a reject. I value his opinion about as much as I care what you think right now.
Then why didn't you block me years ago and moved on?
Do you know how much lulz you produced, Von Helton? You were like the lulz cow.
So you're a
gift from the universe.
You know what?
Yes.
You obviously say you don't know what the meaning of a troll is, but you're sitting here saying that he's lulzy and stuff. That is exactly a troll term.
That's the lingo. He is lulzy. He is a lulz cow.
You're doing it for kicks.
I'm not a troll. I can say lulz doesn't make me a troll.
If you're doing it for kicks,
then you're a poser.
Yeah.
I'm a poser troll. Okay, I have a troll poser, whatever. Fine. Actually, I used to have a little troll. I was going to bring it up here. I don't know where it went.
He ran away.
Oh, Von Helton. No, but in the end, I mean, if Von Helton wants to believe he's a vampire and the Punisher and all that, I don't give a shit. I think the stuff's funny. I said I don't want him to leave from the internet because I think it's hilarious that he actually thinks people believe this shit.
That's why you've been actively trying to get me run off the internet for years.
I've never tried to run you off the internet, Von.
Don't hate, donate.
What you've done is you enabled others to do it. While you sat back like Monograph and enabled them.
No. How do I enable them? I don't understand how I enable them. I have nothing to do with them.
The ability. You give them the audience. You give them the place.
I don't give them the ability. What are you talking about, man?
What, you're associated with Monograph? Oh my golly.
I don't associate with Monograph. The fucking guy trolls me. The guy trolls me all the time. You think I don't get trolls and haters, Vaughn? Have you even searched my name? Actually, like just a few months ago, someone made an animation of my head and your head on two different characters. And I'm singing a song to you. Did you see that?
Give me the link.
I didn't make that video. I thought it was funny.
Give me the link of the hate video made about you, Psycho.
No, just Google my name. Just Google my name, dude. Or actually, YouTube my name. YouTube my name. Secular Opinion. YouTube.
So is your name really Ernie?
I am not confirming or denying that, Von Helton.
Then it isn't.
That's the famous line.
Then it isn't. Okay,
why?
Cleared that up.
What's your name?
You're trying to release my personal information?
You got my personal
publicly on video. I'd like to say that on video right now.
Don't you think I should have yours?
I don't release your personal information.
I don't show me. It's not fair for me to have yours.
Show me the video.
What have you got to hide?
I don't share your
Have you got something to hide?
No,
have you got something you need to
Candy,
declare?
yes,
What's
I'm
your
listening
name?
to you, Candy. I'm listening to you,
What's your
Candy.
name?
The King of Canada.
No, what's your name?
My real name?
Yeah.
Give me your real name. I got my real name out there. What's your real name?
Actually, Vaughn, you don't go by your real name, but I'm not
I do go by my real name. James.
He goes by his legal name.
Yeah, but his born name isn't that. I'm not
Well,
going to go
my
on with
born
that.
name had to be.
I think it's ironic that a guy calls other people out for not going by the real name, and he claims to be like a Marvel superhero
My name-
Your legal name
by
is
the
your
name
real
Von Helton. Like, come on. Your last name wasn't even Von Helton. He ripped that off Von Stein's.
It's my legal name, dude. I am legit.
Listen, you got that name from Von Stein's.
No, I did not get it. I don't even know who Von Stein is.
What's
I
your
used to
name?
hang out at that bowling alley.
I did not get it from Von Stein. That's a fucking lie. I don't even know any Von Steins.
Psych-Killer, what's your name?
My name is Mike Little.
You're a liar.
I am a liar. But anyways, Von, listen. It wouldn't matter what I said, Candy. You wouldn't believe me anyway. So what's the difference? maybe that was my real name, and I'm just playing, mind games with you. Maybe I threw it all out there.
Has over 190 hate videos about me. Why would I?
That's not true.
Like that? Why would I believe somebody like that?
That's actually not true. Again, Von Helm. That's actually not true.
Well, yeah, because now you have to re-upload all your.
No. I never actually had 190 videos ever total. And I had like almost 100 videos that had nothing to do with you, so I don't know how you get 190 Von Helton.
How many other YouTube accounts did you have?
Do I have? I have a Secular's Revenge channel, and I have my new Secular Opinion channel.
Well, I'm not talking about
so
your new
how
channels.
many other people do you follow around like a little lapdog besides me?
I actually don't follow you around, so I don't.
You admitted that you were on. You just admitted you follow me from Stickam and Block TV.
No.
You just admitted it.
No. Listen.
God,
hello. I said. Listen. I never listen. If you go back and listen to what I said, I said I knew Von Helton from Stickam, and I've seen him on blogs, but just because we happen to be on the same social network doesn't mean that I'm
also said that you
around.
would go in there and stuff, and
no, I went into the same room as him and Stickam.
this is recorded. We can back this up and get exactly what you say.
That's fine. I would be happy with that. Because unlike Von Helton, I'm not going to flag this down and try to sanitize the internet of things that I said.
You're right.
Just like that's just like you were. Just like
KPZ or Dr. Dissent or George Bush Temps or all these customs for you.
Just
you're
like you did with your old
back there
videos.
with your arms folded and let everybody else do the work for
Von
you.
Helton's old videos is where he used to talk about being the Punisher and the vampire and all that stuff, and he took them off YouTube because he got caught bullshitting so many times, and now he's changed the story. Oh, I never said I was a vampire. It's a wayward gene, which is bullshit. I have videos of you, Von Helton, talking about...
All right, let's clear the vampire thing out.
Why are you talking about bloodlust if you're not a vampire?
Let's clear up the vampire thing right now. You ready for this shit? Because
he's probably part of a group.
Secular won't tell you what I really said. Okay, what I
I'll show you videos. I'll show videos.
I was referring to is a medical condition.
It's not a medical condition. Someone had to tell you that. Would you
blood-borne?
Someone told him that name just
a wayward gene in the body. But see, Secular won't tell you that part of it.
That's not true.
My Aunt Cindy had a form of a condition they called the vampire condition that when the sun hit her skin inflamed out like under her neck like a tire.
Yeah, that doesn't make you a vampire. Vampire word. If you guys actually knew what the word vampire means, it means the act of drinking blood. That's why they call it vampire.
It does not mean the act of drinking blood. It means the undead.
Look up the word vampire. Look up the word vampire.
Not dead.
Vampirism. If you participate in vampirism, it is the act of drinking blood. The reason they call certain bats called vampire bats is because they drink other animals' blood. You people don't understand linguistics.
They eat insects.
Okay, explain the epistemology of the word vampire then, Candy. Please explain it to me.
Let me go get my vampires.
No, I don't want a vampire book. I want a credible source.
To drink blood.
I want a credible source. I want an encyclopedia or a dictionary. I do not want a vampire book.
I have the book of the undead, the vampires encyclopedia, honey.
That's a vampire book. I don't want to hear a fantasy book about fairies and Frankenstein
Oh no, it's
and vampires.
Everything
I want
from A to Z.
credible.
Everything from A to Z, from real life.
That's the problem. Why you guys don't understand that Von Helton is full of bullshit. Because you live in a fantasy world where vampires and fairies are real creatures.
Yeah,
I want a reputable dictionary. Show me the dictionary definition of the word vampire.
Would you like me to read your cards, darling?
The vampirism is where any...
Okay, let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Vampires come in different types, man. Not just blood vampires.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about supernatural. I'm talking about the word vampire. Oh my god. I know.
That feed off the feed.
You guys are totally not even understanding what I'm saying. You guys, that's the thing. The thing is, I have to see. This is the problem with talking with you guys. Because I actually have to come here and like dumb this so down that you guys can understand. Like,
no, Secular, you're not getting it. You're not listening. There are many types of vampires.
We're not talking about vampires. We're talking about the word vampire.
There's a financial vampire. There's a societal vampire. There's many different types of vampires, not just blood vampires. Okay.
I'm looking for it.
Run with,
Give
and
me
it
a
is
minute.
totally wrong. Did you know that I can be a financial vampire? That I can sit there and leech money off of people?
It means, yes, and it's a metaphor. It's an allegory. It's an allegory, you moron. You don't even understand what the word allegory is.
No, you don't.
Now we're talking about the word vampire. We're not talking about monster vampires, because those are fantasy.
One type of vampire.
I can have all kinds of orcs. And so what? You can have frost orcs. We can have, but that doesn't explain the linguistic root of the word, and that's what we're talking about. But obviously, it's just a concept that's too big.
That leeches off of somebody else. It doesn't have to be blood.
Oh my
It can be energy. It can be finances.
Okay, so you're a leech.
Land.
I agree with that. You are a financial leech on the state. Okay, I mean I will give you that. So in that token,
here we go.
You're right. You win, Von Helton. You are a vampire. You win, Von.
Yeah.
See, I can admit when I'm wrong. You're right.
Okay, here we go. Medical truth behind vampire myths.
What site is
pale
this from?
complexion,
What site is this
fatigue,
from?
fading spells,
What
and
site
shortness of
is
breath.
this from? What
It is
site is this?
digestive disorders.
What site is it from? Post in the chat what site it's from. I don't want a vampire site. I want like a medical journal or something. But we're talking about the meaning of the word vampire, not what vampires are.
Can you Google WebMD? Are you dense?
Hey, listen, I actually one night when you said Google Wayward Gene, I did, and nothing came up because it's not even such an expression.
Wayward Gene?
A medical condition.
I'm not buying that for a second.
There is
I
a
don't even
medical
know what wayward.
People are sensitive to light.
Yes.
And they have a fatigue syndrome. They have a digestive problem.
Right. I understand that, and in the colloquial sense nowadays, people call it the quote vampire disease, but that does not make you a vampire. Do you guys ever get sick of being wrong? Like seriously?
Wayward Gene.
There's no such thing. Okay, I'm gonna Google Wayward Gene again. Jesus Christ.
All right, let me put this up on screen.
But I'll give it to you. We can move past vampire because I mean, okay, you proved you are a financial vampire, but I mean.
Okay, I googled Wayward Gene, and according to this, there are 509,000 results for Wayward Gene. 509,000 results for Wayward Gene in 0.34 seconds. Okay,
so what is your Wayward?
I got the link on the group chat.
I'm looking right here at it. Okay, just a sec. I'll get your link here.
There's a link
and
on
this is the vampire? This is the vampire one?
Medical truth behind vampire myths. It's on the group chat.
I'm not getting it. The last thing I got is Brady left group chat. Okay, genetics, Wayward Genes, and grieving scientists, 2013. There's no article there.
I have the link on the group
Gene
chat.
Vincent, Wayward Win, protecting against wayward human-induced. Okay, slicing bad genes. There's a case of that's talking about slicing.
Genetics,
genes.
Wayward
Slicing.
Genes, and grieving scientists.
Yeah, but there's no article there.
Dirty
There
second.
it is. I just posted it on the group chat.
I'm looking.
You need to clean that mess up.
Where am I here? No, it tells me I gotta pay money to see this article.
You gotta pay to get it. All right.
Well, there's no. You can't use that. I can't even read anything about it.
Allison Abbott weighs up a believable cinematic treatment of genetics research and the personalities at the bench. Okay,
That's just what it says under the search. Yeah, you got to pay to get the story, so that doesn't do me any good.
That doesn't mean
I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you here.
I got it in the
Because
group
everything
chat.
I'm seeing has to do with like splicing and like stem cell shit. It has nothing to do with vampires.
I'll be right back.
If you open up the group chat, I have it at the bottom down there.
All right, I'm looking at this now. I got you. I'm looking at your thing.
Emerald's Gray, WordPress.com, 2008.
Oh, this is like a vampire site. What is Emerald's Gray? It starts out with "piss the fuck off." Oh, this is going to be credible. I can tell right now. That's the first thing it says right at the top. And then it says "caution with herbs." I don't know if this is a reputable source, man. And it's just a paragraph. It doesn't even cite any like sources or any medical journals to back anything up.
Let me go to the bottom.
Oh, it said, okay, fine. It says the first disorder that was often mistaken for symptom of a vampire attack, okay, anemia. And I know about tuberculosis being mistaken in New England and stuff for being a vampire, but that has nothing to do with the word vampirism. That's how this whole thing started. But yeah, I don't know, do they cite anything here?
Recheck the group chat. There's the thing that'll just freaking end all this.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, Chris Hollow. Try his link.
Let me see.
There's the credible source.
Alright, I will take this as a dictionary thing. It's a grave night to bite and suck the blood of living people. Vampire.
Keep reading.
Alright.
Yep.
It won't let me scroll down for some reason. Let me
I'm having
There's a lot more than just blood vampires. There's
the reanimated body of a dead person believed to come from the grave at night and suck the blood of a person's asleep. That was the number one definition. I can't scroll down. I have to try to reopen the link somehow.
You can't read 2A?
No, it won't let me go down. Just a sec. I'll copy it and paste it. Listen, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt here, guys. I'm not, I'm not going to Von Helm you guys on this.
Vampires, dude.
I got a
I'm not, but we're not arguing about that. I don't even know why we're arguing about that because I didn't even say
Because you got it wrong. That's why we're arguing about it.
But what did I get wrong? I was talking about the history of the word.
You tried to imply that I am a Hollywood-type vampire, and that is never what I claimed, ever.
Well, you claimed you had bloodlust and shit.
A Hollywood-type vampire.
One who lives by preying on others, a woman who exploits the ruins of her lover. Okay, so fair enough, Vaughn. I'm going to go by the definitions that this guy gave. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, okay? I'm going to let you pick. There's 3 definitions, and I'm going to let you pick which one, okay? The reanimated body of a dead person believed to come from the grave at night and suck the blood of persons asleep. 2A, one who lives by preying on others. 2B, a woman who exploits the ruins of her lover. And number 3, vampire bat.
You do realize there's more than that, right?
Which one are you?
That's
Vaughn?
only a few of many.
But Vaughn said he had bloodlust and that he was allergic to the sun and garlic. So I'm just wondering which vampire that he said he was. Like, why don't you just say you have a condition? Why do you have to say that you're a vampire? What is the bloodlust?
What's
the bloodlust? You said that your mom yanked your fangs out of your mouth.
She did.
You don't have fangs. You weren't a real vampire. You said you're not a Hollywood vampire. How come you have fangs and bloodlust and allergic to garlic and sunlight?
Vampires can turn into a bat.
You're not a vampire. You're as much vampire. You're less vampire than you are Indian.
Have you ever seen me turn into a bat? Yes or no?
No, I've never seen you dress up as the Punisher and travel around America either.
Vision, vampire miracle.
I've never seen you do anything but sit in front of your webcam and rage, to tell you the truth.
All right, if I've never turned into a bat or a mist or any of that Hollywood bullshit, then I'm obviously not.
Then you're not a vampire. Then you're not a vampire. Thank you, Von.
I'm not the stereotypical vampire.
Thank you, Von Helm. Finally, see, it's not so bad to agree with each other. See, we just came to another agreement. We're making headway.
There's a psychic vampire. There's a financial vampire. I mean, there's just a slew of different types of vampires.
So which one are you? Okay, so which one are you?
I am the type that has a medical condition that simulates vampirism.
Okay, here it is.
All right.
Pulpraria. I got the link now in the group chat. It's at the bottom.
But why is it that Vaughn has this medical
Wikipedia
condition? He doesn't even know what it is. Oh, Wikipedia. Okay, I'll take it, even though, I mean, I could argue but we'll take it. And this is a medical condition that exhibits symptoms that is often called the vampire disease. I already know this.
How come you came into Vaughn's room to try to, like, I don't know, shit don't stink? Like, honey, who are you? You're not the creator.
La la la.
You're acting like you're the person that
Candy,
makes the decision, and
Candy,
just
sweetie,
because it's a website
seem
that
like-
you
seem
don't
like a
agree
really
with
nice-
means
you
that it's
seem-
not
no,
a good
no.
website because
I-
you're
hey,
the one
I
to
am
make that
agreeing with
decision out of
Vaughn.
everybody
I'm
in the
agreeing
world,
with Vaughn
right?
Help.
You're the smartest.
No, listen, Candy, I don't want to argue with you, sweetie, because you seem like a really nice person. I really do mean that. You do seem like a nice person.
But you
And
ruined,
it's
like, we were all,
unfortunate.
like, talking, and it was,
Are you
like,
kidding?
peaceful, and you made it all tense and, like,
Von
weird.
Helm, Von Helm's going to go to bed tonight with a great big smile on his face because he knows this fucking hangout's going to get more views than any of his hangouts he's probably done in the last 6 months.
I got a news
Give me a
flash
break.
for you. I don't need
Secular, why don't you go and make yourself some fries and gravy? Get
I
off
might.
your ass and go make yourself
I
some
might.
fries and gravy, you piece
That
of
sounds
shit.
pretty good.
I might.
Turkey
It
gravy
is.
over fries. Canadian. I had
Pretty
that
damn
before.
good.
Oh,
It
that
is
is good. I
You
like
put some
that.
cheese on the top of that? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had that when I was up at Cold Lake. I know that.
Poutine. Poutine. I actually don't eat poutine. I don't drink Tim Hortons and I don't watch hockey, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not Canadian. I like bacon, though. But it's the same bacon you guys eat.
Yuck, I don't eat
Yeah, I
pork.
don't know. If you don't go to Tim Hortons, I don't know if you can be thought of Canadian then.
I know. I do
Canadians
go there
don't
sometimes.
have bacon, they have ham.
No, we
I
have
don't eat
bacon.
pork.
No, you got Canadian bacon, it's ham slices.
You know, we have bacon.
There's all types of stuff
No, it's
about
ham
this
slices.
disease.
Ham is
No, it's
pork.
not. You guys, well, so's bacon.
I know that. But we got
That shit's
actual
dirty.
bacon, they got
No, we
little
have bacon. You don't know what
ham
you're talking
slices.
about. And then there's bad
Canadian
bacon.
bacon's kind of like
bacon.
ham, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, they
that's,
have
that's
Canadian
Canadian. Yeah, that's Canadian bacon, but we have
It's
regular
pig.
bacon.
It's
Yeah, I
pig.
know,
It's ham,
It's all pig. Yes, I know.
wine.
Dirty.
It's all pig. Yeah.
Gross.
Bacon is pig. You're right, Candy. See, we're agreeing.
Gross.
It's not
Dirty.
bad to agree.
They're not
There's lots of things that are dirty. Actually, pigs aren't dirty. They're not
Yes,
as dirty.
they are.
No, they really
No, they
actually
aren't. They'll shit in one side of the bin and then they'll bathe in the other.
Not only
They
that,
don't-
but you need to look up about how there's parasites in their skin and how that carries into the host that eats it, especially if you eat undercooked pork products.
Right. Pork
And how you
for
can get
sure.
You know how many
tapeworm,
parasites are
pork
in us?
tapeworms in your brain.
love pig belly.
That's if you
Pork
don't
has
cook
to
it all
be
the way.
cooked thoroughly.
How many times do you trust restaurants to cook your pork all?
That is true. Pork has to be cooked thoroughly.
I don't know. I don't know, Candy. How do you like your
I
pork?
like crispy bacon. That's it.
I don't, but I'll make you a really nice green smoothie.
Not touching it with a joke. Okay, anyways, Von Helm. I congratulated you many times in my videos for quitting smoking. I give you credit for that. Did you ever see that?
No.
Why do you keep going back?
Why don't you
I've
quit
done that
smoking?
many
I
times.
saw you
You must
smoking
have,
a
you must have
cigarette.
made that video private. I didn't see that one.
No, I've said that many times. I'm gonna have a cigarette right now, actually. Yeah, I actually made videos. I made videos, and I actually complimented you many times for quitting smoking. I said it's one of the positive things that you've done. I actually made many videos, even advising you how not to be trolled. I said, Von Helton, if you change your Facebook settings. I even went in your room one night, motherfucker, and helped you simultaneously broadcast on MySpace, Blog TV, and Stickam all at the same time because you didn't know how to do it. And I sent you a private message under a different name because you blocked me. See, I fucking help you, man. You don't even know how much I've helped you.
You helped me. Uh-huh.
I'm serious.
Yeah, you helped
I'm
me.
not out to
And then,
get
and then
you.
your buddies call up CPS and get my kids.
Listen, come on.
George Bush
Don't
passed-
CPS. I have nothing to do with CPS. I don't
Admitted.
even live in America.
Admitted on video.
Oh yeah, he showed himself on video, showing them their videos. But that's him. That's nothing to do with me.
On video. That
Lots of
they
people
called
did.
CPS.
I think Southern Ravens did. A whole bunch of them did.
Southern
That's
Ravens
nothing.
did.
Yeah.
Sherry 226 did, even
Yeah.
though she lied and said she
No,
did.
I don't think she did though, Vaughn. I honestly
She
don't
did.
think she
I
did
got
in the
her.
video.
I got her comments on Facebook.
Oh, she might have made a comment. You're
on
right. She might have made
YouTube.
comments, but I don't think that she actually.
She
said
made
it.
comments admitting that she called CPS on me. Yes, she did.
Oh, she might have called, but she never made videos about it. But
No, she
those
never
are.
made videos about it.
But those are those people. Like I don't even know those people. I don't think I've ever had
You're
a
in your
conversation.
fucking Google Hangout. What do you mean you don't know them?
Sherry 226 has never been in my Google Hangout. I
No,
don't
but
remember.
George Bush Pimps has.
Oh, he
What
came
about
in that
Loves
one
to
time.
Dance? Have you ever had Loves to Dance?
I don't think she's been in my Hangout.
But you know who she is, all right?
Oh, I know who she is on YouTube.
Okay,
for sure,
thank
yeah.
you. She called CPS on me too.
I know who Justin Bieber is on YouTube too, and he's Canadian, and I don't know him. You know,
He was on Blog TV before.
who Justin Bieber? Candy, do you have Bieber fever?
Wait, you
Dude,
know
I'm a
Justin Bieber?
31-year-old woman.
It doesn't matter. It does. Come on, don't be shy. We're live on YouTube. Just admit it. Do you have Bieber fever?
No.
What about you, Vaughn?
What?
I noticed. Have you ever played a few Justin Bieber tracks on your rock and roll show?
No, I've never heard any of his music, actually.
I don't know either.
I don't even remember him from the days when he was on YouTube. And I'm probably thankful for not being able to. And from what everybody says about him.
Right.
I guess YouTube can consider him a success story for their it's a feather in their cap.
Usher saw him on YouTube, and then Usher flew him out to something to get a record label.
No, you know, it's all who you know, I guess. He probably knew some people, and they promoted him, I guess.
Well, he was marketable. That's why they took him. He was just some kid in like Stratford, Ontario, or something, singing in his room on webcam. But that's how she goes.
What?
So that's how she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't.
What is your purpose?
What's my purpose? What, in the universe?
Here.
You seem like a spiritual kind of cosmic kind of speak to the universe, star child type, Candy. Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
I'd hope so.
Okay. No, I just wondered. You just kind of come across. Yeah. So, next topic. Who else wants their shot at calling me an asshole?
What do you mean next topic? You came in here and killed our topic.
I never killed a topic. You guys can talk about whatever you like.
We were all talking, and then like you come
Von
in,
Helton,
and it was like
hey,
all like hostile and everything.
I had my mic and my cam muted. Von Helton called me out.
Yeah, but you came in knowing that would happen, so don't act.
I don't know.
No.
Listen, I don't profess.
You know, if you're gonna sit there with your cam on,
Okay,
he's gonna be like, "What do you
can't-
want?" and he's gonna give you a chance.
Well, you told me to turn my cam on.
But you were already up on there. It just wasn't turned on.
Well, so why don't you turn your
computer.
cam on? What are you trying to hide?
I tried to turn it on, but it kept rejecting
come on.
it.
Oh my God.
And then it showed a picture that somebody
Your
tried to
camera
troll me
rejected
with.
you?
No, like I have a couple of different applications, and then somebody put like a really bad picture up on one of it, so that it showed up on the beginning. And I was like, oh my God, somebody's messing with me. So, it was a prank.
Yikes.
That kind of reminds me of last night when I did my show on Google Plus, and I had this guy from Taiwan or somewhere, China, and he took a picture of me. I don't know what that means.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't use that cameraman shit. Well, no, I take that back. I accidentally clicked on it one time and took everybody's picture for some dumbass reason. I don't even know why that feature is even in there.
NSA.
Yeah, it sounds like something the NSA would have in there.
Right. Sorry, I'm folding
who's
laundry.
chatting?
I'm doing my wifely chores.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So, Secular, you still haven't answered my question. Why you been following me around all these years, man? What is your fascination with an old man living out in the middle of the woods doing nothing?
Well, I mean, no, but okay, listen, will you let me answer it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Every time I started answering, we end off in the peripheral yelling. Listen,
I'm dying.
We're not going to get. We're not going. We're not.
Following me
Here we
around
go.
like a little lost puppy. What?
Okay, all right. I'm trying. You got to work with me here, Vaughn.
I can't wait.
It's a.
I went to look at another site and I accidentally forgot to open a new window.
Oops.
Oops. I was going to look at the nuclear energy tracking system to see how the radiation's going on the West Coast and throughout the country.
So anyway, Secular, you were saying?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
Am I clear?
We're
Am I
waiting
clear?
on you. We're waiting on you.
Vaughn, give me a. I'm gonna let Vaughn kind of get the last of his steam out because I don't think he's done. I think it's like one of those long farts that you think it's over and then all of a sudden pop, there comes another one.
We're waiting on
Are you Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Von Helton. Von Vaughn, where do I start with you? Why did I start making videos about you to even begin with? Was because I don't know. I look around. At the time was a big truther movement. And it was all doom, and you were preaching a lot of like fear mongering, and you were kind of getting pretty popular. And you and a handful of others, I started making some videos about just calling out your bullshit, just calling out basically the fear mongering and stuff like that. And that's kind of where it started. And that's been the vast majority of my videos about you. I've always just been calling out things that you put out in the public.
He was admitted he was jealous of you, Vaughn, because you were starting to get popular.
Okay, so now wait a minute. Now,
I'm pretty jealous of him.
Okay, well now wait a minute. We've got a guy on YouTube that claims to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Right. There's actually quite a few of them.
Wait a minute. Now wait a minute. How many hate videos about him have you made?
Well, I haven't made any hate videos about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't made any hate videos about you.
That's
what I just said. I don't know why you're saying thank you.
You're not listening, and we'll zoom over your head.
Well, why? What does it matter about other people? No, I never said anything about the other guy. I said
you somebody that is absolutely bananas.
You just heard what you wanted to hear, Vaughn.
Not one.
No. Listen, just stop for a second. Just stop for a second.
Not one.
See, this is why things get carried away. Just listen for a second. You asked me how many hate videos I made about this guy, trying to point out a comparison of why haven't I made videos about this guy and only you. And I said, I never made any hate videos about you. That's what I said. And you said, thank you. Like, what the hell did that prove?
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
No, I get it. I get what you're trying to say, but I'm saying that's not a fair comparison because I've never made a hate video.
Than I am, but
I've made videos about nutty people on YouTube.
There's a guy
I've made videos about Hemming Kemner. I've made videos about Hemming Kemner. I've made video about No Jesus, No Peace. I made videos about George.
He ain't even dead.
I made videos about, holy Jesus, I'm up to like 4 or 5 already besides you I've made videos about.
Oh, really?
I thought you actually watched my videos.
Where are they?
Oh, I guess you never really did. I guess you never really watched any of my videos.
Where are they?
You just flagged down my channel, you idiot. That's where they are. You just flagged them all down. Because you didn't even watch them. You just fucking went through and flagged them and fucking put DMCAs on them.
Dude,
so now I got to go through and counter all these stupid fucking DMCAs.
About
what do you mean no one's ever seen them? The ones I had about Hemming Kemner had like thousands of views.
You had one.
I had just as many as anything. That's not true. I had more than one about him. No, I had one in response to him. I had him when he was talking about Fukushima and the earthquakes. I had videos, lots of videos about him.
I'm talking about videos about stuff going on in the world. I'm talking about.
No, that was Hemming Kemner.
One individual.
That was.
On that one individual.
That was. That was one example of someone I made multiple videos about.
You have one video of him.
No, I made more than one.
One video.
You're just hearing what you want to hear. You're just hearing what you want to hear.
Defense. He has no defense. The motherfucker had a...
I also made videos about No Jesus, No Peace. Did you watch any of those? No, because you only watched the ones that said Von Helden in the title.
Because
did you watch any of the ones that I made about
people are not going to give me a video where you're talking.
No, you never watched any. You never watched any videos about. Well, then why don't you just admit you don't know what you're talking about?
This motherfucker's made a video about you. Go check it out.
Why don't you just admit you don't know what you're talking about instead of just making stuff up? It's okay. There's lots of things I don't know. I'm wrong about things all the time.
I'm making it up. How the fuck does that work?
I'm on a boat.
That's fine.
Vaughn,
listen.
Just block him. Block the person and get him out.
Yeah, just block me because you're afraid to confront me and deal because you know I'm right. When I start winning the conversation, he's just going to block me and ban me.
For over an hour. What do you mean block you and not pay attention to you? You've got.
No, I didn't say pay attention to me. I said anytime someone starts calling you out, intellectually challenging you, you call them a terrorist and block and ban them. That's why. Why do you guys think that Von Helden has so many trolls and haters? Everywhere Von Helden goes, everyone is against him.
Because they're poor, sad little boys that have nothing better to do with their lives, and their mommy didn't give them enough love.
Candy, think about. I know this is going to be hard for you, but just stop and think about this for a second. Why don't you have as many haters as Von Helden? Because everywhere Von Helden goes, he makes enemies. Guaranteed.
You don't know if I have haters, honey.
You don't have as many as Von Helden. I guarantee you. I got haters too, so what? You deal with it and you don't pay attention to them. Von Helton thrives off the attention because he loves to play the victim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go on. Guaranteed, once I'm out of here, he's going to go on for another 2 fucking hours about me. I never called the FBI. I never called the CIA. Those are lies. That's called slander. You on video right now are slandering and libeling me. Do you realize that?
Slandering you and libeling you? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, because you're saying I did things that I never did.
You admitted to follow me in Stick
No, I never admitted to following you. I never admitted to following you. Just because we're on the same site doesn't mean I'm following you, you moron. Just because we're both on YouTube.
You're following me everywhere I go, dumbass.
I never followed you. And I never admitted to following. Where did I say I follow Von Helton around? I never said that.
You just said you were on my blog TV.
No, I said I've seen your blog TV. No. I said that I was in the same rooms as you in Stickam a couple times, so what?
That's following him.
That's not following because we happen to be... So if you're doing grocery shopping and your fucking mom walks in, that means that you're following your mom to the grocery store? You're a fucking idiot. Hello? That is not a total. That's the same thing. If you're in a chat room and Von Helton happens to be there, that doesn't mean that Von Helton you're following... This is before I made videos, you stupid idiot. This is 2007. You don't even know what you're talking about. So why are you even sticking your nose into it? Like you don't even know what you're just making a fool of yourself.
The judge...
I'm trying to help you. You're making a fool of your face, man.
When they're called barristers.
No, because I was
because I don't know what I'm talking about.
In his room, and you came in there and started talking shit.
If we were to stand in front of a barrister's secular opinion, and that barrister
and they would care.
Why you've been following me around?
No court. I've not been following you. And no court is going to care, Von Helton, that your feelings.
If you go back and rewind this video, I'm pretty confident you'll hear yourself say that you remember him from Stickam in one of his rooms when he was broadcasting.
I remember him from
Not in a random
Stickam. So what? They were open public rooms. That doesn't mean you're following him around because I went into a room like Jesus Freaks and he was in there.
No,
you moron.
Did you not hear
his
the part
hangout.
that
Are you
said
following
that
Von
he was
Helton?
casting?
Candy, you're married. You're married,
casting.
Candy. Why, man? Come on, Candy. You're married.
Honey,
Why are
I'm
you
an internet
following Von
personality.
Helton?
Suck a dick.
You're nobody. You're nobody. That's a problem with people like you and Von Helton. You're
Honey,
narcissists.
you're
You think
nobody, and you're coming in here all butthurt.
I am nobody. I'm nobody on YouTube because all you people are you don't even make a dent into the internet. Nobody cares about any of you. Candy. Nobody. Who the fuck cares who Candy is? Like, really, what are your videos about? What are your videos about? I saw you making videos about e-cigs one time. Oh, does that mean that I'm following you around?
Yeah, because I won $1,000 for that video. What video did you win $1,000 for?
I think you're full of bullshit. You just said you were going out for a cigarette, so that means you're a fail on that. You won $1,000 for making an e-cig video.
Some people actually use both.
Electronic cigarettes, actually, you dumb regurgitated vaginal blood fart, are not meant for station aids, nor are they allowed to be advertised as such. If somebody happens to quit smoking by it, it's called a fluke.
You know why they have that? It's because the FDA makes them put that on because they tried to bill it as a smoke aid, but it's actually not at all. That's why.
Well, if it's not a smoke aid, how was I able to quit smoking?
Oh, so you're
they call it a fluke.
Oh, you're disagreeing with Candy.
They always tell you that if you want
Candy,
to
you're a hater.
quit smoking, they always say go to Nicorette.com or something like that.
Candy, stop. You're trolling Von Helton right now. You're disagreeing with him in this chat room. Obviously, you came in here for no other reason.
Actually, I was answering his question and not being an asshole like you.
Oh my God, you are.
I mean, you ask him a question and you don't even give him a chance to answer. You just keep going and going and going. And don't even take a breath.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true at all.
Well, we'll play back the video later and find out.
That's fine. Play it back. I'm happy. I'm pretty secure with anything I said.
Yeah. 190 hate videos about Von Helton.
There was never 190 videos. See, you just keep making this shit up.
A barrister would be curious to know why.
I don't think they'd be curious at all, Von Helton. I'm pretty sure that a barrister is not going to care about Von Helton's feelings. I don't know. You live in this delusional world where the law cares about Von Helton's feelings. I didn't know there was an internet butthurt.
No, I don't.
Oh no, Candy Rain blocked me. But anyways, I'm pretty sure there's not a butthurt internet court for you to go to, Von. See, Spellbinder, he doesn't agree with me, but he's good enough.
And now the pace resistance. Boom.
That was entertaining.
Yeah, well, I let him go. You can't say he didn't get no words in because
Right.
I gave him a chance. And like I said, he wasn't able to prove why he's been following me around for a long. You know, what is the definition of stalking, ladies and gentlemen?
Following.
I mean, come on. Yeah, following people around that do not want
With
you to
intent
follow
and
them.
purpose, yeah.
With intent and purpose, correct. And, you know, I mean, this dude admitted live on this hangout that he has been stalking me ever since the fucking Stickcam days, which were years ago. Okay?
It might not
so,
have been 10 years, but it was good enough.
No, well, I never said he personally.
Vaughn's been on the internet for a long time, though.
I was on before the internet.
Yeah.
I've been around before the internet. I was on the old Wildcat BBS system that predates the internet.
I was on Minitel.
Prodigy.
I was on Minitel before Prodigy. I had Minitel from US West, and then they had Prodigy,
US West?
CompuServe.
CompuServe, right. I beta
CompuServe, yes, I was on that too.
And
AOL.
And AOL, that's right. I beta tested all them.
I was on AOL until 4.0, and then
remember Bolt.com?
Amazing.
Bolt.com, yeah, I remember that.
Which one was
Bolt.com. It was
Bolt.com?
like it was Bolt.com. It was like Facebook and MySpace before
But it was
MySpace.
teenagers.
I don't remember that one, guys. I don't.
It said Bolt, and then underneath in the O, it had a lightning bolt in it.
You got like badges and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I must not have beta tested that one because I don't remember it.
I remember having a 386 computer.
That was around from 99 to 2001. Then Facebook.
They changed to another version, like a new Bolt. I think they have out now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember that one, guys. I probably didn't beta test that one.
Vaughn knew me from Blog TV, from me being Punisher 87, and a lot of the haters that he had thought that I was Vaughn, and they would go to my page.
Yeah, they thought I had a second
all
account.
of this stuff.
It was actually him. Yeah. I
And not
never
only
had a
that,
second
but
account.
Vaughn,
on
you can
anything, guys.
Vaughn can tell you that I was one of the people that would get copy and paste the hate videos and send it to him on Facebook and
Right.
in Blog TV.
Right.
See, I've never seen Secular Opinion, like, except for when he requested my friendship, and I seen that we had mutual friends from Blog TV, and I never seen any of his videos, but I've only seen that one video that you had linked me to on Skype one time that somebody had stolen videos of your children from off your Facebook.
That right there should creep you out, man.
That was, like, you can't just take pictures of anybody's kids, no matter what type of thing you want to prove. That's children.
That's right.
That's
Well, see, I saw
that
you-
person abusing the child.
I saw you had a show earlier, and I tried to come in tonight, and you were gone, and these guys saw me come in, they're like, someone's gone, he can't talk. So I saw you post up another show tonight, and I figured I'd come in, and I saw all the people in here, like, crap. This was fun.
It's been a lively show.
Guys, I'm just gonna say this right now. For when I said to the person, "Shut up, you black piece of shit, get a bucket of chicken," I'm not racist. I was just so pissed off that he was attacking Vaughn, and the other person was attacking Vaughn.
You saw what I did with Jeff and Jeff on there.
No,
I just went right in their face.
We got
Had a minor Paula Deen moment.
Yeah, and we got that shit. It's all right. It's because see, unlike Secular Opinion, I won't chop the video up and make you sound like an idiot. I just I leave the.
He didn't even
the
give
shit
you
up.
a chance. Like, he asked you like 20 questions and didn't even stop.
Well, that's how they do. See, they put that out there, and then they'll go back and edit it later. They'll take. See, since Secular Opinion and Kenny KPZ were in this, they can now take my Google Hangout, chop it up, and make me say whatever the fuck they want me to say. They'll chop it up and make it sound like, yeah, Vaughn admits to being a vampire. Here's the video. And that's how they do.
That's too much time on your hands to be doing crap like that.
I would think so. Yeah.
I mean,
especially to somebody that's never done anything to you.
that just means that they have no talent of making any original content of their own.
Right.
And when they were getting pissed off because I kept on saying to them, a terrorist is somebody that strikes fear into the heart of others. It doesn't have to be going out killing people. It doesn't have to be blowing something up, blowing a
You can
building
mentally
up.
terrorize someone. You
Well, see, some of the, I won't say Secular's little group, but there's another little group on YouTube that would go around and find young girls on YouTube, and they would harass them. They would harass them to the point where they would commit suicide. And this is all documented. Last of the 813s, Fanny Hands White. I don't know if Jameson was in with that group or not, but Last of the 813s and Fanny Hands White. Huh?
You shouldn't have said that. Now they're going to chop it up. Now you're going to, you just gave them, footage or whatever. You're talking about underage girls and stuff.
They're going to do it anyway. Okay, I'm not saying anything they ain't going to do.
I'm still here. I'm going to mute myself, though, because I'm putting dishes away, and I don't want to be clanky.
We can't hear you break a dish. Oh, come on, that ain't fair.
Well, I don't want to be noisy.
I don't care. You can mute though if you want. I don't care. It's up to you. But yeah, I mean, the Last of the 813s, Annie Hands White, and Bubba Effect, and a few others. They would find these young girls on YouTube, and they would literally harass the fuck out of them until they literally committed suicide. This is all documented. And, I don't think Secular's group actually participated in any of that, although...
Wasn't there another person, Vaughn, called Jesus Pimp?
Jesus Pimp? I don't know about that. I don't know anything about that. I'm not sure I want to know anything about that either. That sounds kind of creepy to me, but, I believe it or not, I try to avoid the creepy shit when I can, Try to avoid that. But but yeah, when you strike fear into somebody, or you put somebody in harm's way, you are a terrorist. And these people have put me in harm's way. They put my family at risk. They put my children at risk. They would post my name, address, and phone number all over YouTube, several different accounts even. And but they're not putting me in danger. Bullshit.
Well, how did you get a hold of that information? I try to keep myself as totally isolated.
Believe it or not, unfortunately, there are places you can go to get people's info on the internet. Believe it or not, and it's a shame, but if you know the right places to go, you can actually get people's information. And there really needs to be some kind of. I hate to bring up regulation, because the last thing I would want is a government to start regulating the internet. But see, when it comes to people like this, they can get your personal information and just hand it out to anybody. That's dangerous.
That's why I go by a handle like Spellbinder,
right?
00.
Well, see, the thing is,
I've isolated myself from that, and they keep trying to get me on YouTube. Give your real name. Why? Why?
Identity search. All you need is like $3 for like a subscription, and you can look up anybody's public records.
Yeah.
It's not that hard at all.
Yeah, it's not hard to find people's info if you know where to go and how to do it. You can actually get people's info. Green Diamond, you are hot. What you got to say? Anything?
Not much.
Not much. You were in here earlier. I think you tried to say something, but it got lost in the melee. He got lost in the melee. But we got rid of him. He got his 15 minutes of fame, and we got rid of him. So. But yeah, I mean, people that stalk other people on the internet. I mean, there's obviously something wrong. Okay? You don't stalk somebody on the internet for years and years and years and years, and then get up in front of a camera and say that you're perfectly okay and you're perfectly sane. I don't think so. I just can't see the sanity part of that, coming into play there. I would think if I was to do something.
Oh.
I would think.
Okay.
And of course, the number one question is, why are you following somebody around that's never done anything to you and has never met you in real life? Why are you doing that? And that would be a very
Or has never made a hate video about you.
Say again?
Or you, not only that, but I said somebody that has never made a hate video about you at all.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know these guys from Adam. I've got a video that I downloaded of Mark Groening where Mark Groening is contacting the CIA and trying to get the CIA to come out to my house and double tap me right behind the head. You know, but that's not a terroristic threat, right, guys?
Well, all the stuff that most of the videos I saw that you had were talking about aliens.
Yeah, well, that's what I talk about. I talk about aliens. I talk about government. What?
She wants you, Vaughn.
She wants me to help her with something. Hang on a second.
I know what it's about. She's trying to get a Pokemon game to work on her computer.
See, that's all I ever talk about is government and aliens and stuff and phenomena. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, I've done videos on the Montauk Project, and I've done
I'm sorry
videos.
to say, when that person said that I look like that Avatar-looking dude.
Yeah, you do
look
have
like
it looks like you got a blue light on you. That's probably why he said that.
The blue is from the computer screen. I know what it is.
Yeah, that's why I figure.
I got blue on mine. That's what that's from. That's from the computer screen.
I just happen to have a light in the room on, facing away from me, one of those squirrely bulbs, and 100-watt one.
And
I
for
got
that guy to say that Vaughn isn't Native American, he showed pictures of his ancestors.
Well, yeah, I got one of them. I got one of them right here. One of them right here, man. There's one. There's one set of my grandparents right there. Whoops. There we go. All right, this guy right here, he's 75% Cherokee. Note the red skin, and the woman is 100% Cherokee, and that's just my mother's side. Then on my father's side, the woman was 50% on my father's side. Okay, 3 of my 4 grandparents are Cherokee Indian. 3 of my 4 grandparents are Cherokee Indian.
Okay,
I'm 1/16th. I'm 1/16th Cherokee.
I'm gonna come out and say it.
Yeah, so
don't take it the wrong way. Your great grandfather or whatever, your grandfather.
My husband's Cherokee.
You know what he looks like? The old guy from Up.
Yo, from Up, yeah.
Are you enough Cherokee to be accepted by a tribe and get?
You only need 20%. I've been told. You only need 20%. Well, hell, I got that in spades.
You can be, if you get accepted by and recognized by a tribe, then you don't have to pay taxes, and you get like free health care, and you can actually influence the taxes that everybody else pays.
And you also can get free education for your children as well. That's why my brother was trying to find out if we were 1/8 or 1/16. It comes out we're 1/16 instead of 1/8. But if you're 1/8 or better, you can get free education and everything.
I didn't know that, see.
See, that's something you should check into. Your children get free education in college and everything. Oh, yeah.
That sure would help us out, I'll tell you, because right now but thanks to Obama destroying the fucking economy, you know, man, it pisses me off.
I'm not getting Obamacare.
I was just, my business was just starting to take off, man. I was starting to get calls. People were interested. Everything was looking great. And then fucking Obama comes and just trashes the economy, man. And
no one has money. I know.
Well, it's not that the people don't have the money. They're afraid to spend that money because they're afraid that they may have some, unforeseen bill to arise or some shit like that. I mean, they're talking about fining people if they don't subscribe to Obamacare.
What I'm talking about is like it's $95.
I'm not even going to pay the fine. They're going to have to put me in jail and pay for me there.
Yeah, that's what I look at. I'm going to try to get my taxes in and get my money before they can even get it from me.
Well, I sure as fuck ain't taking the goddamn chip. they're gonna have to kill my ass because I ain't taking no fucking chip.
I
And
just
I am unanimous on that shit.
signing up is
market to be
conforming. Conforming means that you give them the
Power.
that their system works, and it doesn't, and it's not going to, and then it's going to be that much harder for us to fight it.
Right.
I mean, I've never had health insurance except when I was working for Cubic Defense in Nevada on the range, and I had it all. And after that, every job I got after that, I said, no, I don't want the health care. I saved, $200 and something a month by not taking that. And so I made that much more money a month.
Sometimes it's easier when you get sick to just pay the bill at the doctor when you.
Yeah, it's better to go to the clinic, and since I'm a veteran, I could go to the VA hospital and pay them, what, $10?
Yeah.
Although,
that's
you also have to deal with the VA the VA service that you get,
Yeah, that's
But,
true too. At least I don't expect having a catastrophic illness anytime soon.
No,
So
hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not.
Well,
I don't
see, the
try
funny
to-
part is, when I went and looked up Obamacare plans, the cheapest I could find for a single person that's 28 was like $133 a month. I did not qualify for the lower income plans, even though I am lower income. I didn't qualify for any help. So I went and looked on like United Healthcare.
Well, now
United
wait a minute,
Healthcare,
though.
I can get it for $55 a month.
Yeah, but now wait a minute, Chris. If you actually have to ask for help, then you're a leach to society, according to
Oh, I know.
I'm
But,
50,
Also say
I'm
if you
53 anyway.
that you're technically mentally ill or something like that. There's actually a classification in a psychology book that states that if they're asking the patient if they question their government, then they come to this conclusion that the person is not right.
Oh no, you got to bend over and worship your government as if it's God, and there is no God but government. That's how they're looking at it. They want you to worship Obama. That's why I keep putting the halos behind his head and everything.
Right. Isn't that creepy? That's some creepy shit, man. Again?
Vaughn.
All right. Hang on a second, guys.
What happened? Ooh, I'm making a mess. Trying to be quiet. Dishes.
Hang on, Green Diamond. He had to go and help.
that's what she's trying to play right now.
I just don't know if you guys can hear me.
Oh yeah, we can hear
Oh
you.
yeah, we're live and on the air.
I blocked somebody that was on here on my other channel. I was on with my other identity. I blocked
Sorry,
somebody,
Vaughn, I
and
had
then
to.
I had to
give her the
reboot, and I
game.
tried to come back. You can't come back on because you blocked somebody.
Really? Oh, you probably blocked Secular Opinion, and you couldn't get back in because he was still in the room. Well, don't feel lonely. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. I tried for an hour to get the motherfucker to tell me why he's been stalking me all these years, and he would never tell you. He wouldn't give me an answer. So you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything.
He's
Him
not.
and Crony got quiet when I questioned him about it.
Well, he just kept talking over you. He didn't.
He would act like he was going to start, and then he would go off on something else.
Yeah, that's how he does. That's how he does. But I can assure you, that if it ever did get to court, the first thing out of their mouth is, "Why in the fuck have you been stalking this guy all these years?" That's going to be the first thing out of the judge's mouth. You don't know this man. This man's never done anything to you. Why the fuck are you stalking him all these years? And they're going to have to give a damn good answer to the judge, and I don't think they have.
Not only that, but you have copies of the stuff that they did copied onto CD.
And the judge isn't going to let him ramble like he did sit here and
No, the judge will not allow that shit.
No. It would be the judge talking. and
Well,
not him.
yeah. Well, not only that, but if he started a bunch of shit in the courtroom, the judge will pound his gavel, contempt, and off he goes. Just that quick. At least the judges down here are that way. You don't start a bunch of shit in their courtroom, man. They'll pound that gavel down, and the bailiff takes your ass away. That's how it works down here. I can't speak for other areas of the United States.
Well, most places you don't even get to say anything. Your lawyer speaks for you.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. A lot of times that's true. A lot of times that's true. You know. But now there are those occasions where the judge will want to ask a question directly to you, and you have to answer. You know, see, I was jury foreman down here for 2.5 years, from everything from murders to petty theft to whatever, and I can tell you for a fact the judges down here do not play. They do not play. If they stood in front of the judges down here and started a bunch of smarmy bullshit with them, they'd fucking throw their ass in jail. No questions asked. They would be gone.
Well, a lot of, you know, not big city judges or whatever, get in, get out. Get you in, get you done. Most of the time they have to deal with you.
Well, now we did a lot of that too. I mean, I would sit there and watch them come in, and they would be going out like popcorn shrimp, man. Bam, gone. Bam, gone. Bam, gone. Bam, gone. It's like, damn, you know, just boom, 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 one right after the other, man. It's like, holy shit. So I've seen that too. But you know, that secular in them, they probably think it's going to be like an episode of Perry Mason or some shit, you know, where they're going to get to sit there and drone on about all that. No. Perry Mason is a work of fiction. It doesn't work that way. You know, you go in there, you better have a damn good reason why you're doing what you're doing, and if you ain't, you're gone. Simple as that. You know, but that's, you know. No, they're in for rude awakening. If I ever get the opportunity to get these motherfuckers in front of a judge, they'll wish to God they'd never known me, because the judge won't play around with them. But I got him on video now admitting that he's been stalking me all this time. You know?
Well, and he just do it for fun. I mean, that's the thing.
And he's doing it for fun, right? Yeah. He's doing it for kicks, yeah. And you know, that right there pretty much sealed his fate right there. Okay, you know, because
got the cat.
Kitty. Hey, Kitty. No, you ain't hearing things. He's got a cat. But you know, if you have to have a damn good reason for why you're stalking somebody on the fucking internet. You can't just sit there.
Whoa! Sounds like something broke.
I am court. No. You gotta have a good reason, man. And the point is, I've never done anything to this motherfucker ever. You know, I've never done anything to any of these guys. You know, they have no leg to stand on if it ever went to court. They have none. And I'm sure they know it. I'm sure they're not that fucking stupid. You know, I'm sure they know they ain't got a leg to stand on.
Vaughn, remember the videos that they made? Well, some of them made saying that you stay up in the middle of the night making videos and everything and don't take care of your kids. As a parent, you being up at night on the computer, you can tell if your kids need to be changed. You can tell if they need food or to be held.
Well, that's the whole point of me being up of a night, is so that if there is an emergency, I'm already awake and I can react to that situation. That's the whole point of me being up at night anyway.
And you say that in your videos all the time.
Yeah, I do. And but see, it doesn't click up here with them, see? Because it doesn't fit their what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't fit their modus operandi, I guess. You know, they want to get people to hate me. Okay, and when people actually find out, hey, you know, this guy is staying up of a night, sometimes going without sleep, so that he can watch his kids at night and make sure they're safe, who's going to say anything bad about that? There's nothing wrong with that, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a good parent by doing that, you know. I'm up of a night in case something goes wrong. Hopefully nothing will, but you never know. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they can sit here and say that I'm on the internet all they want, but the truth of the matter is if them kids start screaming, my happy ass is out of this chair, and I'm running back there to find out why. You know.
That and them saying that your house is cluttered by how your computer room is. That's where you're at. That's where your
right. Exactly.
Computer is, and an office is a little cluttery.
Mm-hmm. Do what, Candy?
Secular's house was a pigsty. Didn't you see that, all that stuff behind him?
I did.
Yeah, I saw all that shit on the stairs, saw all the stuff behind him, and...
Well, it's behind the stairs, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little cubby behind the stairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whose house doesn't have some?
Yeah, he lives with his parents.
I hope he trips on that. I hope he trips on a fucking book and breaks his neck.
You and Secular really hit it off, right? Hit it off right, dude. But you know,
well, when I told him that he drew first blood, when anybody that's attacking me or any of my friends, and I didn't do anything to them, or my friends didn't do anything to them, they drew first blood.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he did. He actually went after you because he was trying to talk, and he was, "What's this blue guy here? This is Avatar." I'm like, "That's not right."
I thought it was funny when I told him that, "Shut the hell up, go to KFC and buy a fucking bucket of chicken."
Go shop at Wally World.
But yeah,
I tried to stay away from.
I was gonna tell him. I was gonna ask him if he's an orphan. Did his parent? No, I was gonna say you're an orphan. Your parents don't even love you. You were adopted.
Oh shit. Shit. I don't know about his situation, but he did try one time to. He managed to coerce this chick into playing along with me, like she was interested in coming out here to be with me in the right.
You know, I saw that video he put out about Kelly you video? On that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a Kelly video. This was some blonde-haired chick. She's like a supermodel or something, and.
Because I know they tried to get you saying you was going for some girl underage or something.
Oh,
they
yeah,
set her
Kelly,
up.
The infamous Kelly bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back.
30-year-old bearded man, you know. You know. Yeah, it ended up being a 30-year-old bearded man, you know. And
for them to keep on, and for them to keep saying that you're a pedophile. If that was the case, you wouldn't even be married and you wouldn't even be allowed to have kids.
You can ask my wife. If I was a pedophile, my ass would be grass, man. She'd have been the first one to turn me in. You know?
You wouldn't even been married.
No.
You got married.
I would be wearing an ankle bracelet or I'd be in jail, right? You know, which I don't have an ankle bracelet and I'm obviously not in jail. So, you know, but yeah.
And your mother wouldn't even want you living...
Oh. My mom, warning, your broadcast will be terminated in 30 minutes. Good God, here we go again.
Here we go again. Dang, 4 hours in 3 hours?
3.5 hours is gone already, guys.
Wow.
All because of secular opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because secular kind of sucked up about an hour or two, yeah, so.
Him and Jeff.
Yeah, him, Jeff, and Dr. Descent.
Yeah, Dr. Descent.
Or Kenny KPZ, excuse me, Kenny KPZ. Kenny KPZ and Dr. Descent, I keep getting them two mixed up for some damn reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, you know, my mom would disown me. My mom's real old-fashioned anyway, and if it come out that I was a pedophile, she would disown my ass in a fucking heartbeat. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I can tell by the videos I've seen of your mom that your mom's really old-fashioned.
Oh, yeah, very old-fashioned, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. She would not tolerate that shit for 1 second. No way. You know, but see, that's the point I'm trying to get at, though. They created this whole Kelly bullshit because they want people to hate me. Now, the question is, why are they wanting people to hate me?
For fun, for the lulz. That's all it is. It's for the lulz. There's no.
I know.
They don't care about getting like a personal, like, actual visit for a law or anything. It's all for the lulz.
Yeah.
All for their fun and amusement.
I don't know. Maybe I just can't wrap my mind around that, because with me it's a cause and effect thing. I do things.
Well, yeah, because it's actually affected you in the real world with the CPS and all that stuff.
Exactly.
But,
you see, I had trolls on my videos making remarks. I just leave it there and ignore them. I just go, okay, whatever, and I just leave them there. And I don't care. I still getting more people every day. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
They can troll me all they want and call me a retard. Say, what's this retard talking about? And I'm
well, see, that's the thing. If it was isolated to just the internet, I probably wouldn't give two shits. But see, once they started bringing it into the real world, it's like, okay, I need to put my foot down on some of this.
Well, that's true too. They're coming in the real world out of the internet world.
Exactly. Because I mean, they really put my children at risk, and that takes an awful lot of hate, man. It takes an awful lot of hate.
There is literally this blonde-haired female doctor that moved to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Not that far from Vaughn, and started calling CPS, started calling a whole bunch of other.
And admitted in front of witnesses that she was one of my haters and that she had watched all.
Not only that, but she recorded it. Well, saying she recorded it.
Exactly.
She recorded her own guilt.
Wasn't it the
Who in their right mind would put their doctor's license at risk like that? My God, man. It would require a level of hate that's just unmatched to do something like that, I would think.
Well, it's like I was saying earlier, there was actually a guy who's in the black community, and he's talked to black people that are these ultra-progressives that actually tell him to his face that we don't need these black babies. They don't need to be, adopted. We're just, they need to be killed and whatever, and abortions. And it's like, what evilness does it take for someone of their own race to say something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, Alex Jones had him on his show as a guest, and he was telling that. He's saying, yeah, I meet these people all the time in my circles, and they're always saying the same stuff. Kill the black babies.
I'm against abortions.
I can't understand. See, I try to wrap my mind around that, and I just...
To me, Vaughn, the reason why I'm against it, because if it has blood, it's alive.
Right. Well, hell, one-celled amoeba has more rights than an unborn child these days.
True. A lizard or something, with the environmental...
Not only that, but you have...
I'm sure that children that were aborted, that survived, don't have any rights.
Oh, did you hear what Obama said about that shit? Did you hear what he said about this shit? This is going to blow your mind, guys. You know what Obama said? Obama said that if a woman goes into an abortion mill and the abortion gets botched and the child ends up born alive anyway, Obama said it's perfectly okay to kill that child because she went there to have an abortion anyway.
Think about the one saying after 3 years you can abort your child. After the kid's 3 years old, I'm like,
up to 3 years old. Yeah. Really? Up to 3 years old. Yeah, they're actually.
How did he get a Nobel Peace Prize? How did Oprah get that one prize that she got from Obama and these other?
Well, the Nobel Peace Prize became a farce. After some of those clowns got them. I mean, it used to be a respected institution, but after some of the clowns that received them, I'm like, nah, no way.
It became a farce for me after Obama got it within like 1 month of being president.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the point in it now?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what has he written? What has he, done?
Say that he's the best president because he's for gay marriage, he's for other stuff, and he's pushing.
He's already had marriage, though. It's called civil union. They already had marriage. I don't understand this whole
People are saying it's not the same.
It is the same. A civil union and a marriage are the exact same thing. The only difference is that one's called a marriage and the other's called a civil union. But
well, there's something.
Is the state being involved by paper.
And what people don't
maybe so.
don't understand, a
There's
marriage.
something to do with like when somebody dies, then
Bond.
marriage gets certain rights.
What people don't understand is that a marriage, it doesn't have anything to do with actually getting the ring on you or anything. It has to do with a man and a woman coming together and
They
having a
wanted
child.
to change the definition of the word marriage, right?
They're merging together so the bloodline can carry on.
It's the symbolism of the ring, of the unity of the marriage, and the symbolism of the whole, the whole ceremony. And people that says, "Oh, well, marriage is just this piece of paper," that you're making it just be a piece of paper because it doesn't mean that much to you. When it means something to you, then it becomes more than just a ring or a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, and it should be, But like I said, I mean, homosexuals have had civil unions in this country. In fact, they'd had them until they just recently changed the wording. I mean, they had civil unions right on up until present day, but they wanted to change the word marriage. They wanted to change that word from its original
They
meaning.
want the same rights as a marriage couple and everything.
I don't think there's any
and they
problem.
want more than the marriage couple, actually.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. A civil union legally gave them all the rights and privileges that a marriage does. It was the exact same thing. The only difference is that one was called a marriage and one was called a civil union. As far as I know right now, they had the exact same rights. I think you had a bunch of militant homosexuals who were butthurt and wanted to take it out on heterosexuals, and so they came up with the idea, hey, let's change the word marriage, change its definition from the union of a man and a woman, because that, is some sort of personal offense to them or some bullshit. They wanted to change the definition of that word, and that's what I got from it, because they already had.
There's some people out there that say if you're against same-sex marriage, you're a bigot.
Well, I don't believe in that either. I don't believe in that either. I mean,
I personally don't have a problem if gay people marry because there's nothing in my life that could affect. It can't affect my life and my well-being or my health in any way or shape or form.
Right.
With me, it kind of bothers me where I could be on Facebook and it can say like, so-and-so, this dude married that dude, or they just post it everywhere. I don't need to know about it. People don't even need to know about who married who, even if it's a dude married a chick or a chick married a girl.
It doesn't
or a
affect
guy
anybody
married
else's life.
Well, the government just shouldn't be in our bedroom any goddamn way. In my
People
opinion.
don't need to know about it. It doesn't need to be thrown down people's throats.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was probably a bunch of militant homosexuals that have this hatred for heterosexuals, and they wanted a way to lash out at heterosexuals and say, well, let's attack the word marriage and change the definition. That'll make all the heterosexuals.
Not only that, but they changed the Bible. They ended up having the Bible changed from the King James Bible
they
to
got the
the
Bible
Queen James.
changed to cut out all the part about homosexuals and stuff.
No, well, they don't allow you to read the part in the Bible about Sodom and Gomorrah anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They had them take some of that out. Well, if they take something away from the Bible, it ain't a legitimate Bible anymore, is it?
Oh yeah. Well, at
But
the
they've
end
been
of the
doing that for centuries.
Well, at the end of Revelations, it says if you take or add anything to the Bible, you'll be damned forever.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's in Malachi where it says that.
Vaughn, remember
Yeah, it says if you take away or add to.
In the
Huh?
Bible, it starts to talk about zombies. It said that people rose from the dead, went into town, and then it stopped.
What about those scrolls that they supposedly found that were supposed to be parts of the Bible that were never actually officially added, but were hidden away?
The Gnostics.
Gnostic Gospels, right.
Yeah, I agree with I'm a Gnostic.
Yeah, I agree with the Gnostic Gospels, too. I mean, why do I need to have the Apostle Paul take up 3/4 of the New Testament? How
when
about
you had the Book of Thomas and
the Book of Thomas,
the Book of Mary and the Book of
Enoch, Book of Me?
Yeah, because they said that when they recognized women, but then they took it out saying that women had no place in that.
Mm-hmm.
See, the Gnostics actually say that God is a woman, actually. It's a goddess that we actually have upon the world. And it's the Archons that are trying to destroy her because she came out from the center, which is the center of the galaxy, came out here, found a world, and possessed it, and created life upon this world. That's in the Gnostics, or at least the Nag Hags.
There's many times the mention of reincarnation too, and the Catholic Church didn't want that out there either.
They didn't want that because people would commit suicide to get the hell out of here and hope for something better.
I don't know.
That's why they say that you're instantly,
you're
going
damned.
to hell, whatever. Yeah, if you kill yourself. But yet in the Bible it says that there's reincarnation.
Right. Right. Many of the Gnostic Gospels talk about reincarnation. And I don't know. I mean, I think the Catholic Church wanted to rein in their people and have control, and so they cherry picked what they wanted in the Bible and what they didn't want in the Bible, and then they put it out there as canon.
Or is that the
what I always kind of thought was, you know how it talks about how he sent Satan down to Earth, and Earth was his domain and everything. What if this is hell, and if you don't make it to heaven, then you get reincarnated.
Well, if this is hell, then it's not so bad.
Well, then you get reincarnated back down because you don't make it to heaven.
Right.
No,
I don't know.
I'd imagine hell being a lot worse than this.
Well, I think there's another level below this.
Yeah.
Right.
There's,
You can go down to a lower level. This is like the top of the level before you go to heaven.
Purgatory.
Yeah.
It's like, purgatory.
So I only partially sinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't made it to the 7th level of hell just yet. We haven't made it there just yet.
I've seen that book. You ever seen the book, The 7 Levels of Hell? It tells you, it's kind of like the book of, it had, what's his name, starring in the movie even. It was called The Ninth Gate. And, and that was basically based on this book my brother had. And it was a book written by somebody kind of like the guy, what's his name, who did artwork and wrote about hell. And it was based on that, where there's how it actually told you how to get the Satan in his. He's halfway in ice and halfway in fire, and God put him that way, and he's trapped down there in hell that way. I mean, it's a really wild book to read.
This would be a good topic for my husband. He actually went to Bible college. He was going to be a minister.
Yeah, I rejected them. They approached me. They found out all the study I had done. I was approached by the Catholics, the Protestants. I was approached by many different sects of Christianity, wanting me to go to seminary, wanting me to go to their, thinking.
I think he's Baptist.
And I rejected all that. I said, no, I'm going to walk my own path. And, I pretty much did exactly that. I walked my own path, man. I decided to, keep some things, get rid of a bunch of things, and go the direction that I wanted to go in, and that's the way I've been walking ever since. You are.
Choose your own path.
Yep. Yep. Ultimately, I'm responsible for me, myself, and I. And I'll rise and fall on the decisions that I personally make. And I don't think anybody should tell somebody how to walk their path.
Oh, no. You shouldn't have the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons come to your door and say, we got to convert you.
We need to tell you something about the Mormons.
Hey,
I've
got the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons knocking on my door, and I'll sit there and I'll talk to them. I'll entertain them. I'll bounce stuff off of them.
I got them on videotape proving how ignorant they are. They think that there was no trees in Florida. He said, "Are there trees in Florida?" Because nobody's ever told me there were trees in Florida.
Wow.
I got it on my YouTube channel, I think, or on my Facebook.
I've heard how to get rid of one or the other. How you get rid of a Mormon? You tell them you're a Jehovah's Witness, how you get rid of Jehovah's Witness, you tell them you're a Mormon, and they usually walk away. Except this one time I was in Las Vegas, the Jehovah's Witness came up and I told them I was Mormon, and they were going to convert me right there. It failed.
Now to get rid of Jehovah's Witness,
with the Mormons, they believe that they believe the reason why a man has to get married to a woman in the temple is that way, as he dies, he becomes a god, and he has his own world, planet that he can be a god of, and he can have
him and his wife, and become
him
the god
and
and the goddess.
His 7,000 wives on that planet, so that way his offspring can be like Jesus, so it can populate a planet.
What do they call the Jehovah's Witnesses that have been casted out? There's a word for that. If you tell them you're that, they'll leave you alone.
Excommunicated?
Yeah, kind of like Catholics, excommunicated.
Yeah, but they have like their.
They have their own word for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Both my mom and my dad used to be Mormons, but they left the church.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny about it is that my two oldest sisters, they were baptized Mormon, and that's when they left the church right before it was time for me to get baptized. With the Mormon church,
So you've never had iced tea before?
No, I never had sex. I'm waiting until I get married.
I didn't say sex, I said iced tea.
No, I drink coffee and stuff like that.
Oh.
With me, with the Mormon church, you can't get baptized until you're 8 years old. They left before, my parents left the church before I was 8, while I was 7, and I went and got baptized in another church, so on record my two sisters are still members of the church, Church of Mormon, but they're not going to it.
Yeah, it's like Romney says, I don't even drink coffee. Really, Romney? You don't do anything.
Kidnappers
really boring life.
Not Mormon, they're that other, well, I guess it's a form of Mormonism, huh? What the hell are they called?
What, the sister wives?
No. Like the people that Elizabeth Smart's family believe in, like the religion.
I don't know.
And they're like the Mormon?
It's kind of like Mormons, yeah.
I know it's Jehovah's Witnesses, but they're quite different.
Jehovah's Witnesses are titched.
They got the watchtower.
Watchtower.
That's right.
We had a guy at my work in the factory when I used to work, and he used to bring the watchtower and hand him out the... He used to actually get time off, like, during work, he would actually take time and walk around the plant and hand out watchtowers.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
All like
I think that Thor can kick Joseph Smith's ass.
All kidnappers are Latter-day Saints.
Kidnappers are Latter-day Saints? Oh my.
Or it is, yeah, the Latter-day Saints.
A lot of them, like the ones that have been kidnapped and the ones that are kidnappers, are Latter-day Saints. Like,
yeah?
Wow. I have the cases and been
I know they have...
It's Mormonism.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it'd be like the difference between Catholics and Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Protestants and you got the Lutherans. The Lutherans are almost Catholic. I don't know why they separate from the Catholic Church.
Martin Luther had disagreements with the Catholic Church. That's why.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean they wear robes. They do they do like a doughy type of cracker. It's a little bit different in the wine and everything. Church of Christ does the same thing.
Fucking wine. I love the wine.
Yeah, because I was a member of the Church of Christ, and I was baptized under that actually in the Air Force. It got me out of tidy Sunday on on the weekend. Get me out of barracks for a few hours, you know, and then I had a lieutenant colonel baptize me. He held me under there for about 30 seconds or so. I thought he was going to drown me.
He was probably contemplating it.
Yeah, where he's sitting up there saying all types of words and stuff. I don't know what he was saying, but then he brings me back out.
The church that I was baptized in, they just took some holy water from this fountain and just put an X on my, put a cross on my forehead.
Mm-hmm.
I was
like the
Catholic, and the guy was so impressed with my name, he called every baby my name.
I was baptized Holiness, and then they switched to Church of God, and hung around in Church of God for a while. Which
my church, it's a branch off from the Catholics.
Yeah.
Catholics.
You want to try one that you want to try one that'll freak some of the most people out? Try Pentecostal.
Yeah, Pentecostals. Well, Holiness and Pentecostals basically the same thing.
Women have to have long hair. They can't wear makeup. They have to cover their ankles and their wrists. The men are able to beat their wives and watch football and baseball all day.
That's apostolic.
Oh, man.
That's apostolic.
Yeah, the women with the buns on their head.
That's a whole other form of Pentecostal.
Every time, if I see a woman with buns on the side of her hair, I would just think of Princess Leia.
And the women have to go to church every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
The women's group.
I went to the Church of God, and I was a teenager, and me and my friends went up on the stage where the podium is, and this is what started to make me wake up to the fakery of some religions.
Can't hear.
Yeah, you went quiet.
Yeah, you went quiet.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Uh-oh, he's frozen. Shit.
Yep.
Sure is.
As if it was like on command.
There you go, he's back.
There you go.
Back. You're back. You froze up on us, everybody. We lost about half of that.
Oh, you lost half of me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was talking about the Church of God, and they had Petri dishes up there on the podium.
And as they interfered.
And they had onion juice in one of them, so they could cry on demand. They could dip their finger. I dipped my finger in there and smelled it. It was onion juice. And I went, really?
Ew.
And that way they can cry on demand. So when you see them say something sad or whatever and they start tearing down their face, it's because they have a dish of onion juice up there. They can just tap their finger in and go under their eyes just before. And I watched that and I went, oh, you got to be kidding me. It was called the Big Round Church of God Church that we have out yonder. And I used to go to that. And they were just, they had like a school there and everything. They'd bring people in from all over, and they had like dormitories. And
it sounds just as crazy as the snake handler peoples.
Oh yeah,
handlers. Whoa, that's some creepy shit.
Well, I have my problems with some religions or some churches. Mainly one, Solid Rock. Yeah.
5-minute warning, guys.
Big Glitter Jesus. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. I know Bond's probably heard of Big Glitter Jesus.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like the Quakers, they get down and fall on the ground and start shaking. And that's why they were called the Quakers. Literally.
5-minute warning, guys. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, let's start wrapping up here.
Yeah, let's start doing the closing arguments or closing statements or whatever. 5-minute warning. So anybody got any closing thoughts? Get them out now. Because that 5 minutes will go by quick, man. I don't know what it is about early morning, but early morning time flies. So
it's going to be around 4 o'clock in the morning pretty soon. For me, it's 3:57.
Yeah, about 4 minutes or 6 minutes. I'm showing.
Yeah, something like that.
Or 4 minutes because it's 3:56.
Right.
3:57 on my actual clock, so it's actually 3 minutes.
Right. So, any closing thoughts, guys? on anything we've discussed tonight.
May the trolls stay away.
Right.
Get some troll be gone, yeah, for real.
Maybe we can try this a third time. Third time's the charm.
I won't be, dude. I'm crashing after this. I'm gone.
Oh, it's pretty late, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gone after this one. But since Candy's the only woman in here, we'll let her give some parting thoughts.
I don't know what to say.
Don't eat yellow snow.
That's right.
Watch out where the huskies go. Don't you
watch out where them huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow snow. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Stay
about
warm.
that time, people.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, keep warm. Definitely. Looking at what we're looking at now. -6.
I'm at -3. I'm at -3, so I'm right behind you.
Last I looked, I was -9.
Man,
wow.
I'll be glad when this shit's over. We only got like a day or two more to put up with this shit. Thank God.
Yeah.
And we'll be back up into decent temperatures again.
It's going to be in the 20s tomorrow, I guess, and then the next day it's going to start going up into the 30s, and then by Friday it's supposed to be in the 40s, like 49.
Right.
Supposed to be 50 by Friday.
Correct.
Did you hear the thing about weather channels and grocery stores are in cahoots with each other?
Say again now?
The weather channels and the grocery stores are in cahoots with each other?
Weather Channel and the grocery stores?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Because,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they were all talking about Snowmageddon and how we were going to get like 8 to 12 inches, and then like 2 hours, everybody hits the stores, madhouse for the stores, get ready.
Oh, well, that's true.
And we got like less than an inch.
Oh, dude.
That's why I got up here. We got like an inch or so, but then the wind came along and.
Yep, the wind, but.
Well, I'll tell you what. When there's the chance of a really bad storm here, you better get your ass to the store, because if you hesitate, you get to an empty store, motherfucker. Because I tell you, them shelves get bare.
It just dropped down a lot. For me, it's like around where I live in Vermont, it's now 11 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they down here, man, if they know bad weather's coming, they make a beeline for the stores, and they stock up on shit. That is no lie.
Wow.
Somehow the East Coast got spared on this one.
Well, it ain't got to the East Coast yet. It's still here in Kentucky.
What?
It ain't got to the East Coast yet.
Apparently all they're going to get is rain. They're not going to get any snow.
They're not going to get any snow? Really?
Apparently not.
Well, holy shit, man.
Let me look at the United States.
Usually New York gets slammed with a couple feet.
Well, you got the Appalachian Mountain Ridge, and that probably breaks it up, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, that, and they were saying that there was like this a current coming from the ocean that was keeping it warm enough to.
Oh.
Yeah, up there at Nova Scotia, they're getting rain instead of snow. That's why I show on the national weather map.
Today, in the area where I live in Vermont, we're gonna have snow showers in the morning, and then 6 a.m. it's gonna be mostly cloudy.
Yeah.
Then
I'm cold, honey. You sure that heater's on?
Another snow shower at 9 o'clock in the morning.
She's freezing, man. She